with another 8 million taking domestic flights. The number of people taking flights would also set a record, despite domestic round-trip flights costing an average of 7% more this year than last year. I'm Mike Hempen.
Enforcing President Trump's blockade, the U.S. Coast Guard shadowing another oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. The president is appointing Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry to serve as the U.S. Special Envoy to Greenland, the vast semi-autonomous territory of Denmark that Mr. Trump says is crucial to U.S. national security. And the president is recalling more than 24 career ambassadors and other diplomats.
The chiefs of mission in at least 29 countries have been informed that their tenures would end in January. All of them had taken up their posts in the Biden administration, but had survived an initial purge in the early months of Donald Trump's second term that targeted many political appointees. Two State Department officials said those affected by the shakeup are not losing their Foreign Service jobs, but will be returning to Washington for other assignments. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Turning Point USA's Erica Kirk endorsing Vice President Vance as a potential successor to President Trump when Mr. Trump's current term in office comes to an end. Watching Wall Street ahead of this morning's opening bell, the Dow futures up 36 points, NASDAQ futures 166 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Christmas holiday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Christmas holiday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Charlie Kirk believed courage and conviction still matter. He wanted every Christian to stand firm in their faith, no matter the cost. That's why the Voice of the Martyrs is offering you a free copy of Extreme Devotion. Inside are true stories of Christians in places like China, Iran, and Nigeria who refused to deny Jesus Christ, even in the face of imprisonment or death. Charlie's passion was to see that kind of faith in all of us. Get your free copy today at vom.org/Charlie. That's vom.org/Charlie.
No word yet on a motive for a deadly attack at a pub in South Africa.
In South Africa, 9 people were killed and at least 10 injured early Sunday in a shooting that started at a tavern in Beckersdal, about 28 miles from Johannesburg, and spilled into the street. Local police commissioner Major General Fred Kakana says about a dozen gunmen had 9mm pistols and 1 AK-47 when they got out of cars and started shooting.
2 other people tried to run away. They got into their black Golf that was here. They were shot and killed all day.
Police say a car service driver dropping off a client was also shot and killed. I'm Julie Walker.
Israel's finance minister says the Israeli cabinet has approved 19 new Jewish settlements in the West Bank. The decision is part of a broader push by the government to expand settlement activity. News and analysis at townhall.com. Senior Russian military official has been assassinated in Moscow.
The investigators in Russia, they're saying that there was a bomb placed underneath General Servarov's car. As he was leaving for work this morning, he drove only a few yards and the bomb went off. Now, Ukraine, as a matter of policy, doesn't officially confirm that it was its security services. But if it's Ukraine, yet again, it's clear why they would be doing it. It's an intimidation tactic. It takes out a senior Russian military commander.
The BBC's Vitaly Shevchenko. NATO intelligence believes that Russia is developing a weapon to target Starlink satellites. AP has reviewed intelligence findings, says the weapon could release pellets to disable the satellites. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The demolition, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Christmas Monday, everybody.
Yes, the Monday before. It's such a weird, setup or weird, calendar layout, the way Christmas is on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Because you got a whole, couple of days of, stuff that you've got to get done first before you, actually get into the holly and jolly of it all.
But the week still feels useless.
Largely, yes.
I don't anticipate a heavy workload.
No, I'm praying. I am praying that sales, if you're listening.
Well, I think it's mostly us getting ready for Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've got plenty to do.
Yeah, that's kind of what our workload is, as far as,
getting content.
Since it'll be shut down pretty much Wednesday on here.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
But look, I made you some content. That's our goal this week, is to keep something on the radio as we go off and enjoy the holly and jolly of the season.
Yes, but happy Christmas week. It's already started. Of course, kids are, for the most part, on their vacations here.
At least still staring at the backside of their eyelids.
Yeah, and teachers. My wife is, as we speak, sleeping. I'm assuming she was when I left this morning. So. But so
that's the thing, though.
Week.
When you're a teacher, when you're somebody who works, early for a living, you're, even if you sleep in, you're only sleeping in until 7:30.
Yeah, she's usually up by 7, generally. Even on weekends.
Right.
Whereas I will sleep till 8:30 sometimes. She will sleep till 7:30.
I feel like I waste so much of my time if I do that. If I sleep through my off time.
Yeah. Well, generally when I do it, it's when I stay up till midnight to watch TV. If there's a good movie or TV, something I'm into, and I'll be because that's ooh, I get to stay up past my bedtime. So I end up, because Kim usually sacks out at 9 o'clock, regardless. That's her pumpkin time.
Right.
And I'm no, I like to stay up. And then I watch the shows I like that I know she doesn't like. That's when I get to watch things like Mayor of Kingstown and things like that she doesn't care about.
That's your Mikey free time.
Yeah. So shows like that. But yeah. So Christmas week, of course you're gonna be taking off here for Oklahoma here and tomorrow actually.
I am woefully underprepared, and you have these waves kind of hit you. One of them hit me as I was pressing the elevator button to come up this morning. I went, "You haven't packed even a thing yet." The kids are packed. I haven't packed yet. I'm not going to wrap the gifts until I get there, because it's a whole thing with wrapping paper tearing and storage in my car and all that. So basically I'm going Bindle and boxcar style. I'm just going to throw everything in a black plastic bag and deal with it when I get there.
How much of your gifts were local purchase versus online purchase?
It was, I would say, a good 50-50 split.
Because I'm thinking, why didn't you just have the online stuff shipped directly to Oklahoma?
Because I don't think that far ahead. Had I thought that, they'd be wrapped by the time I get there, because I know how my sister works.
I'm just saying.
But I don't think ahead like that.
You do drive a vehicle that is not what we call roomy. And
but it is surprisingly, there's surprisingly a lot of storage if it's, cleaned out. Which
it's got headspace, so you could have a little hammock up there for storing luggage and gifts up there.
Well, I'm going to pack light. I figure I don't have to take a whole lot of stuff.
Well, underwear, you can flip insides. That's 4 days
exactly.
of 2 pairs right there.
Front, back, inside and outside.
Socks in the same theory, if you'd like to go that way.
Right. Well, my other going idea is I'm just going to pack pretty light and get stuff when I get there because there's a Walmart not close by, but within driving distance, and I get paid the day before Christmas. So
well, that was I happened to watch the brand new Landman last night, and of course, Billy Bob Thornton's ex-wife / wife, however you want to call that. They fly to Dallas, and the guy's like, "You have any bags, ma'am?" And she's like, "I don't have any bags going in, but I will coming out."
That's fair. And that's the other thing too is I know I'm going to accumulate things while I'm there, both presents and just other little things that every time I go there I'll pick up something from my childhood or something. So I got a plan for that room too. So my plan going in addition to all the stuff I have to do here in the office today, is gutting my car, essentially taking everything out that's not 100% essential.
Strip it down, bare bones.
Yep. That's right. We don't need it. It ain't coming.
He's going to find some special secret sauces McDonald's put out a couple years ago. Oh, mumbo sauce.
What's funny is I'll randomly find just like an errant $1 bill under the seat. I'm like,
well, that's good.
That would have come in handy a couple of days ago.
Right.
I used a soda. But yeah, no, that's my plan, is just to kind of get rid of everything that's not 100% necessary, leave room for the kids and Jesus, and head on that way. Okay. I'm on 4 brand new shoes.
Nice.
I got 4 brand new tires. Just got the oil change. Thankfully, thank you to the folks who changed my oil, for letting me know that my valve stem was slashed, so I could go get that fixed.
That would have been a bummer to find out.
Sucked.
On the way to Oklahoma.
Halfway between here and Amarillo.
Yeah.
Planning on a Buc-ee stop, but probably on the way back.
Nice.
Just because I've personally never been, so it'll be.
Is there a Buc-ee's
in Amarillo? It's brand new. Just opened up I think this year.
Like I've been to one, but it was before Buc-ee's was like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was there, I was like, this place is pretty cool, and then like 6 months later, everyone and their uncle was talking about Buc-ee's.
Right.
And I'm like, huh. Well, and there was also a Buc-ee's in Kim's stepmom's hometown there, but it wasn't like a super Buc-ee's.
Yeah, there are some that are just like normal gas station size.
This one was it had like a place where you get like some kind of chicken and maybe some kind of baked goods or something.
Right.
It was like a gas station with like a food court kind of thing, but it wasn't nearly like you couldn't buy 80 pounds of beaver nuggets or whatever that they sell.
This new one, I don't know if it's the biggest that they've built so far, but I know it's about the size of a Walmart.
Oh, jeez. Well, when are they getting theme parks in them? Like water parks?
That's got to be coming. That's got to be. I mean, they've already got mascots.
They're going to be like the wolf resorts for
Great Wolf Lodge. Yeah,
it's going to be those things.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to go stay at the Buc-ee's Super Lodge.
Right, except for after water slide, and you go eat the big brisket burrito.
It's like jumping off like a trampoline into a big foam pit of what look like beaver nuggets.
There you go.
But they're just pieces of foam. By the way, I don't know if you saw on Facebook over the weekend, but it was discussed quite a little bit that Roswell's got not 1, not 2, but 3 trampoline parks coming.
Allegedly
in 2026. It is real funny to look at that sign saying opening fall 2025, and I just kind of want to go out on that field and just start jumping.
I got a feeling this is the Hooters sign all over again. Just now it's 3D level of that same.
Well, from what I understand, that they couldn't for a long time. They couldn't get the licenses or whatever, but they finally got everything cleared. I understand they're going to break ground. So that place is still in the planning stages.
Which one though? The
one by Sam's Club.
Okay. Well, what about the one now that's allegedly by Icon or Apex?
That one should be opening up. I think he said like April or May.
So there's going to be multiple trampoline parks?
What he's going to do is he's taking like the guy that owns the Apex is taking like all but 3 of his theaters and converting that into the immersive play area.
Because no one goes to a movie theater anymore.
That's kind of the going, I think.
Unless you turn it into a bar or something, which, why not?
And I did notice the racquetball club has a fresh coat of paint as I was driving by it a couple of days ago.
Okay.
It's got all kinds of cool, radical new colors on the front. So let me see. They're called, Miss Carey put the name up on.
That's how you trampoline to the upside down world. Through that.
That's exactly how you get there.
Which, by the way, are you going to catch Because on Christmas Day, they're supposed to release more Stranger Things.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that, I'll get caught up. Because I think what they're doing is I think they're going to do another 4 episodes. Unless they're only doing 3.
Yeah.
Because it's either going to be 8 or 9 episodes this season. And I think they're going to just hold the finale till New Year's Day.
They're going to do that like they did with the Karate Kid reboot, whatever that... I can't remember the name of it now.
Yeah, Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
I'm surprised they haven't split it into more parts. I mean, as much of this being their cash cow. And for those who were worried and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to hold on to my Netflix subscription just long enough to see this story end. That's fine, but there's a spinoff coming.
Oh yeah, they're gonna hook you back in.
The Duffers are pretty well set for the next half decade, I'd say.
I'm pretty sure they probably own a percentage of Netflix at this point. So
and it's animated, so you don't have to worry about your characters aging.
Yeah, him and Letterman, Obama, and Adam Sandler. They all own pieces of. By the way, I know I haven't watched it or nothing, but I saw it was getting a bit of a buzz on social medias. Chappelle released a new Netflix special.
I did see that. It popped up, but I was busy finishing the Diddy documentary.
And I know apparently he addresses the Middle East stuff, that comedy special, a couple other areas.
That's right, because he went, huh?
Oh yeah,
of course.
He gets into that and talks about the Palestinians and a hot button topic right now. He don't skirt it. That's all I'm saying.
That's right,
I haven't watched it.
He had a whole thing.
But people are saying things about it online.
He had a whole thing that came out of line where when he was over there saying that he feels more free on their stages than he does on our stages.
Yeah, so he's
stirring some pots. It'll be interesting to see, but I did finish the Diddy documentary, and dude,
I need to start that.
Dude, I mean, my God, the levels of the depths of depravity of Diddy.
I'll have some time this week. I'll try to pick it up.
I don't want to ruin anything, but I think it's either the second or the third episode, they really get into the Pac and Biggie stuff at the end of episode 1. But then it starts talking about the aftermath. And you just start seeing, it puts my whole childhood into perspective. Because I remember watching that MTV Music Awards when Sting was singing I'll Be Watching You, and then Diddy in a white suit comes just jive dancing out to this song that's supposed to be like a memorial for Big. It's so it's surreal how it just. I remember at that time, being emotional and feeling the emotion of the weight of the situation, and then looking back, you're like, wow,
you know what?
Wow.
I had the same moment with the Private Parts. At the very beginning, when he comes out as Fart Man, because I remember watching that live, and the big difference is in the movie, it's Luke Perry introducing him.
I think so, yeah.
In real life, it was John Stamos, or is it vice versa?
No,
I think it was Stamos in the movie.
Stamos in the movie.
Luke Perry in real life.
Yep.
That was really much the only difference.
It's a real full circle moment.
Yeah. Speaking of which, and then we're going to introduce the show and all that. I saw something over the weekend.
Okay.
That I don't know if you've seen it. I first saw it over the weekend. I'm like, oh yes, this is something I need to test, and this is morning show.
Okay.
Chocolate. It's a mashup of 2 major enterprises in one candy.
Okay.
Oreo and Reese's.
I did see this. Now, I wasn't sure.
Have you tried these?
I have not.
I want to try them on the air. You yelled out. Jocelyn, it's a king size, so we got like a cup apiece.
Is it a cookies and cream cup?
It's peanut. It looks like it's got Oreo on the top, and then it kind of in the middle merges to Reese's.
I'm not mad about either one of those things.
I'm not either.
No.
So I think some point maybe next hour.
Yeah.
We'll try it, and there's 3 or 4 cups.
That's awesome.
I didn't know if y'all see them. We'll just throw them right here.
I remember they did a collab like about a month back.
Oh, it's off a little bit. Yeah, it's like shining over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I got this computer back.
We've just been doing this for so long.
In the middle. Well, as soon as I looked up and saw it was like pointing over here, I was like, oh yeah, sexy shoulder.
Taking a lot of shoulder.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, dang. Woo! We usually usually don't get that salacious till the third hour, folks.
That's right. By the way, it's our drinking episode. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let me. I should do the rundown. We got distracted by Reese's and Oreo combinations. We're going to replay our interview with Don Weld, Friends of Bitter Lake. He joined us on Thursday, inviting more friends to be Friends of Bitter Lake. In the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to replay our interview we had Friday with from Scouting America, Carl Shelton and Ethan Parman from the Conquistador Council. Had a great conversation with them. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, Amy McVeigh-Tejas from the Historical Society for Southeast Mexico will join us and just give a little Christmas message to everybody out there and thank everybody for a wonderful year and kind of just talk a little bit about the new year for the Historical Society. So we'll have that conversation with her here about 9:15. Plus all of your newses of the local, national, variety, Wall Street business updates, etc., so forth, so on, and so more. All right, it is 7:21. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Mid to upper 70s, and we get sunshine today. High pressure will stay in place for a while. Overnight will be clear with our low in the mid to upper 30s, and then we get low to mid 70s for the afternoon high on Tuesday. Looks like a nice day. We're in pretty good shape all the way through Christmas Day. Sunny on Wednesday and Christmas. Our highs will be in the mid 70s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 35 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 59% with winds out of the north at 5 miles per hour. Going to be a warm one. Very un-Christmas-like this week weather-wise. Sunny and 77 today. Winds out of the southeast at 5 miles per hour. Tonight, clear. Overnight low of 35. Calm winds. Sunny, 73 for a high Tuesday. Winds out of the southeast, 5 miles per hour. Tuesday, calm winds, 37. Partly cloudy for an overnight low. Christmas Eve, mostly sunny and 74 with southeast winds at 5 miles per hour. Christmas Day, mostly sunny and 77. Friday, sunny and 75, and then partly cloudy and 74 for Saturday. A 20% chance of showers, mostly sunny and 61 on Sunday. So maybe a little moisture next Sunday, or this Sunday, actually, technically. But it's a lot of days between now and then. So enjoy a very unseasonably warm Christmas week here. A lot of Christmas photos will be folks in shorts and T-shirts this year. All right, it is 7:23. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. The Roswell Livestock Auction is on hiatus for the Christmas break. They'll be back in action on January the 5th. So no report for you for today. So quick break, and then our interview with Don Weld with Friends of Bitter Lake. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
It doesn't matter if you've been naughty or nice. Everyone gets our very best price during the year-end sales event at Roswell Ford.
It's the final days to trade up for less during the year-end sales event at Roswell Ford. Last chance for 0, 0, 0. That's 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down payments, and 0 payments till March 2026. Plus, if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, regardless of make, miles, or condition. Worried that your credit is on the naughty list? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings, 0 down, 0 APR, and 0 payments till March 2026. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale. 0 APR is 1667 per thousand financed on 2025 F-150s. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 6,000 fellow Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success. That's what we're about.
Artesia General Hospital presents your Fall and Winter Health Checklist. Fall and winter are beautiful seasons, but they're also cold and flu season. So here are a few quick tips to help keep you healthy. Tip number 1, hand hygiene. It's your first line of defense. Wash for 20 seconds with warm water and soap. Tip 2, holiday food strategy. Fill half your dish with fruits and veggies first. pick lean meats, and save room for just one dessert you'll really enjoy. Tip 3, protect your skin. Heaters dry the air, so moisturize daily and drink plenty of water. Healthy choices now mean more energy and a happier winter. These healthy living reminders are brought to you by Artesia General Hospital, ready to help take care of you and your family.
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The warmth, the memories, the music, the stories, and the legends. It's an American Christmas, starring Chip Davis, founder and musical director of Mannheim Steamroller. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Christmas Eve, starting at 4 p.m. through 1 o'clock Christmas Day on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5. If you suffer from pogonophobia, you would not want to attend a party with the following people: Kenny Rogers, Santa Claus, Willie Nelson, the cast of Duck Dynasty, and 2/3 of ZZ Top. Here's Mike Winters.
Don Weld. This morning wearing his Friends of Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge hat. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, Mike. How you doing today?
Doing great, and yes, happy belated birthday. So
thank you. I can't believe I made it all this way in my life. 81 years, and I'm still around.
Well, you're doing great, and I would say not looking or feeling your age at all there. I think you move around. Some days you're like, hold my beer.
Oh, there are those days.
But
my back is telling me it.
but you're so involved in many different organizations in town, and just you're probably busier as a retired man than you probably were when you were out earning a living every day.
That's right. and when I was working, it was 24/7. So you can imagine the kind of lifestyle I led. But no, I'm very happy with the work, and I think that's probably the best thing to do. You want to stay alive after you retire? Volunteer. Get out there and do something. It's the best thing that you can ever do.
Well, and it keeps you engaged with other people. That's the big one.
That's the primary thing, is that you're out there among the people, and you know what's going on. You kind of get a feel for what people are doing, and it makes it a lot easier to weave your way through the life.
Absolutely, yeah, it does. Well, and that's even, and I consider myself kind of an introvert loner guy. Kind of be honest, at the end of the day, But even the most introvert people still need to be social. They need to have, that's something that every human being has to have, and as we get older and you start shutting down certain aspects of your life, says as we get older, unfortunately, you start losing significant others, things, these are just things that happen in life. And so it's very easy to get into depression, other mental health issues as one ages, just because, especially you're already mad that you can't run or do the thing you used to do. You're mad that, exactly. You already start seeing, so that's one avenue. Then, you're not working anymore, so you're not feeling useful.
Productive.
Productive. And so, and then obviously with free time in your hand, idle hands, is the devil's work sometimes.
That's right.
And then your brain's stirring and thinking and creating scenarios and building up things in your head that not necessarily true.
Although there are times when I need that one day or, a couple of days to just do nothing.
Everything's good in moderation.
That's right.
But when your life is that, when you're spending more time alone than when you are with others,
that's a problem.
That's where you tend to start having a mental health issues.
And I think that may be a large problem with the depression thing, is that people don't balance.
Yeah.
You got to get out and see people, but you still need that occasional alone time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, time alone sometimes is time in your own head, and that enhances and stirs things, and that's where it starts. So yes, we got way on a tangent here, but at the end of the day, we just get involved, find things.
Well, that's what this all leads to. Get involved.
Yeah, find your passion and
come
get involved.
Come on out to Bitter Lake and get involved.
Yeah, if you love nature, if you're a gardener or a yard type person who love getting in the dirt, Friends of Bitter Lake, you've got many opportunity to do that kind of stuff.
Yep.
But by all means, there's so much more. If you're a finance guy, or if you love we need those types of people to help with fundraisers and serving on the board and the treasury and those other types of much needed parts of a nonprofit organization as well too. If you are just a fan of like children and youth, we've got with our Dragonfly Festival, we need lots of help with volunteers and planning and organizing that event.
And that is a big thing this coming year. The director, the community interface director, Steve Alvarez, is retiring.
He is finally
at this end of this month. So
I forget, is he going to stay around the area or is he?
Well, he hasn't. I think he will
for at least for a minute. But I didn't know if his plans were to move to another.
I don't think he he likes it in this area.
I don't know if he's going to be a snowbird and go to Florida or something,
or
Arizona or something.
I know he's going to travel. That's his big thing. He's already planned at least one trip.
But I know if he was going to keep his roots here in southeast New Mexico.
At least for a time being.
Okay. Good for him.
We're trying to convince him to join the Friends.
I'm about to say, he might be a good volunteer. He knows a thing or two about everything out there.
He does. I gotta meet with him next week and get all the information about Dragonfly.
He could sit in the back and take pot shots instead of have to, help and lead and everything.
Yeah.
Now, but yeah, we're always looking for more volunteers to do that kind of work and stuff. Obviously, we want to encourage families and you know what? Another thing I'd like to offer too is our scout troops and youth groups. If you're looking for service projects and things to benefit our community, there's a lot of work that needs to be done out at the Wildlife Refuge, and under the tutelage of the Friends, you can kind of, because obviously, because of the nature of what's going on at the refuge, we want to protect the animal and plant life.
Yes.
So we just don't want to turn you loose out there without someone from the Friends.
You got to be put in a direction.
Yeah, and so that's why we talk like scouts a lot, because part of scouting's as part of their organization is camping, and where man and nature work together, and scouts they leave a place better than you find it. That this is all ingrained in what they teach. So we do like to encourage the scouts to come out there, because they do their camping in a way that is and teaches these young men and women about the respect for the land and how to be good stewards of it. So.
What's the senior scout, the one that you're one of those?
An Eagle Scout?
Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
They have projects, right? They're supposed to do a project.
Yeah, that's one of the requirements, is they have to plan, organize, and conduct a project.
We have places out there that we could figure out what an Eagle Scout can do.
Okay.
We do have quite a few years ago, with one of our other managers, his son did his Eagle Scout project at the refuge.
Okay.
So, and there's a lot more that they can do.
We got a bevy of them to choose from. Yeah.
So
lots of things.
You can choose something out there and earn your Eagle Scout.
Absolutely.
Doing that.
Absolutely. And that's a good project too, because as a guy that's had to do an Eagle Scout project, I know a thing or two about what it takes to do that.
It does, yeah.
And basically the way it goes is these scouts have to come up with the idea for the project, and then execute from start to planning how that project's going to be executed, from material to whatever designs or plans, depending on what the project is, to manpower, labor force, everything
financing
involved. Yeah, and basically, and then when they're done doing the said project, they turn in a whole report basically with their results and their man hours and all the stuff showing and all that. But basically, it's proving to the scouts that they can lead a project from start to finish.
Correct.
And so it's really a great thing. And projects like my project, for instance, was there was a pond in our community that was recently built within 5-10 years. And so it was really just a bunch of mud and dirt around this pond. So I went and got donations for trees and grass seed, and then me and the scouts went basically and seeded that whole area and planted, like, this was Maryland, so some crepe myrtles. There's a couple other trees that were some weeping willows that were indigenous to that area. And,
right.
Matter of fact, if you go to that pond 30 years later, I think one or two of the trees have survived and are kind of growing up an adult there, and there's grass now. Now they've done a lot more work since now they've added a little paved trail, and so they've hooked it up a lot. But There's a few remnants of my project still sitting out.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but,
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly.
And we got projects like that. They can probably find a project out there at the scout camp.
Yes.
Because that really needs some work.
Yeah.
And
the scout camp out at Bitter Lake.
At Bitter Lake Scout Camp.
Yeah.
Yep. So
The campgrounds there.
and if they want more, come to the American Legion. I got a project for
I was about to say, our Legionnaire, our Legion post has got some. We're in the middle of getting a new home.
Well, that and Memory Lawn
and Memory Lawn Cemetery.
We want to put in
use some
a
projects.
Gold Star Family Monument.
Yeah, that would be a great project.
That would be a great project.
Of course, that one's going to take some money and donations,
time and money, and a lot of design work.
Yeah, but that's a big project. But, but we would love but getting back to Bitter Lake here, there's lots of those ideas, and then of course volunteers, like you said, if you want to, and then just becoming a friend, even if you're not necessarily, well, I'm not good in service project things, but becoming a member of the Friends, your membership does
helps
support the coverage of paying for some of these service projects. Your membership. And when people buy gifts and things out of the nature store, that's the two biggest ways that they raise funds for the volunteer work that happens out at the refuge.
And we need to enhance our income, our donations towards Dragonfly.
Yes.
That we don't charge for Dragonfly at all.
Yeah, it's all free.
It's all free, but there is a cost to it. So we need to get donations, and that's why we have so many volunteers that come out and help out with that. And if we can get donations for it, that's even better. In the spring, we're going to have our spring cleanup around Arbor Day. Is that it? March or April?
Okay. Yeah, right when the weather gets nice.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact
it's March,
Arbor.
but don't quote me.
Yeah. We do a cleanup around the refuge there.
Yeah.
Mostly on the butterfly trail.
Gotcha.
So we can invite the butterflies in.
Well, and this is and to be honest, part of the Friends too, you get to access things. It's stuff that maybe you don't as just a visitor get to do, and that's a perk where sometimes when they do some of the service projects, works down like cleanups and things, they'll go to parts sometimes depending on
what the situation
is. Yeah, where general public generally don't have access to because it's too fragile of an ecosystem in there.
Yeah, we have to be really careful about that. We've got some sinkholes out on the north end, the non-access area, sinkholes around the true Bitter Lake itself.
Gotcha.
The ponds that you see are not Bitter Lake. They're ponds that have been fed by the underground water and the lake. They trail down through there.
Gotcha.
And we control that water flow depending on the season.
So that's what you use to basically fill the lake or drain the lake as needed, depending on the season, like you said.
On the season. And but there's projects that we do out around that lake sometimes, cleanup mostly, but they do have the birder parts. Our birder people go out there, and we've done some studies. Or not me, but the
experts.
The experts, the experts go out there and they've done some studies on some of the bird life around that lake.
Because it's really a great place to study migration patterns and things like that. That's why you see National Geographic and various other ecological and zoological societies out there doing their thing and all that.
Yep, and it's really neat.
Yep,
so,
it is.
And you might, and quite often we've volunteers are grabbed by these professionals. Come on, we need your help out here. And so
absolutely,
you may not be doing the scientific work per se, but you're helping out the scientific person in reaching their goal.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's nature, and so there's a lot of grunt work and a lot of mud to move or
that's
a lot of water to wade through or something. Yeah,
you're getting to see it firsthand, see what's going on, and so that happens.
Absolutely, and the cool part is that with a lot of folks that obviously yes, it's a nature preserve and it's there for the animals and the plants, but the thing is there is a bevy of human history that's a part of that too.
Yes.
With the native hunting grounds out there, they still on occasion have archaeological digs for during the native, because that's where a lot of the native buffalo hunting grounds were out there, and they'd use the land out there to kind of trap to.
They drive them up against the wall on the east side, east side of the river, and then once they're trapped in there, they could shoot them with their arrows, of course, at that time. But they could take down what they needed and
for
what
the
they
season,
wanted.
And so you still see that they go out and do artifacts, but then. Of course, with the FDR and the New Deal era stuff, there's a lot of projects or buildings and facilities that were built during that era, which carry their own unique history in and of itself. So yes, it's predominantly nature and natural history and preserving the native and keeping the non-native out. That's the big fight there. But equally, there's people studying of human history out there as well too. So if you're just a history buff, whether it's nature or other, Bitter Lake is got something for you too.
You could spend a lot of time out there.
Yeah.
Just doing that.
Matter of fact, when you do go out to the, hang out and you go into the nature store, there's a beautiful little museum that tells you more about while you're there walking around.
Walk in the door and right on the right-hand side, there's a little collection there.
So you can learn more about the actual Bitter Lake itself and all that, but then you learn about the natives and the people that called it home, prior to us.
During the time when they were driving cattle from the Texas and southern areas up to the Kansas rail system, they drove right through here.
Gotcha.
Right through this, and the Bitter Lake was a watering hole.
That was their watering hole. That's got the name.
That's right. Yeah. The
water's plenty of it, but sure was bitter.
Oh, this is bitter. Oh, this is Bitter Lake. Yeah. So.
Well, that's kind of the deal with water around here. It's like, we got the hardest water ever, but there's plenty of it. That's kind of
it's down there, but
it's some of the hard. I'll never forget what my father, my grandfather, he owned a water. He built water softeners and stuff. That was his line of work, and then my uncle, took over the business. It was one of his sons. They had 5 kids total, but one of my uncles, he took over the business and everything, and so. When my wife and I got married some 25 years ago here, as a wedding gift, he gave us a water softener. He built us a water softener, had it shipped out and everything else. But to get it right, we had to send him a sample of our water back then, and he my God, your water's hard. He was blown away by how hard our water was.
Yeah, I like to say we don't drink our water, we chew it.
Yeah. And of course, he's from upstate New York, and so
clean, pure water. I mean, that's a whole different thing.
So I'll never forget. He was like, "Man, your water's hard."
The thing is about getting water that comes down a river. You don't know what was upstream.
Sure.
What
it picked up along the
bear
way.
In the woods thing, you know. You never know.
That's why they say never brush your teeth downstream.
That's right. Nah, it's true.
But yes, Bitter Lake is definitely full of projects and things, for human to natural and everything in between, and of course that's. For nature lovers, that's a great, like you said, we have folks that are bird lovers that like to go watch birds, and I know technology's made that a lot easier, because I know there's a lot of apps and things that literally you could take pictures of birds, and next thing you know, you got an encyclopedia of all that.
What is this bird?
Yeah.
This is
something,
they're great.
Crackle, whatever it is.
Yeah, they're great.
But and same with flowers and plant life, and photographers love to come out there and capture, at the various times of the season, because you get some of the greatest photos of some of the plant and animal life, depending on the time of the year and when things in bloom and in season and all that stuff. And so it's really an artist's canvas as much as it is a scientific lab to study and observe and report. But that's what Bitter Lakes. If you want to go and camp and recreate, go out to Bottomless Lakes. That's exactly what that's designed for.
Right.
Bitter Lake, we are there merely as guests and flies on the wall to just see life in action.
Yeah, watch what's going on. We do have, in January, what is actually our annual meeting.
Okay.
We have 2 meetings a year. One is the annual one in January. Then we have a second meeting in about June, mid to late June, or even early July, but usually June. And those 2, that's our 2 members meetings.
Okay.
Now we have monthly meetings for the
like the board.
The board.
But the entire membership.
Right, and that's the first Wednesday of each month.
Okay.
For the most part, we have to adjust that.
If you're a member, you're more than welcome to come. It's an open meeting.
That's
but
right.
generally speaking, it's just the board of directors and
we're just doing our business.
Yeah.
But if you want to come in and say hi and watch how we go through things, what we do, you're more than welcome out here at Roadrunner Trailer Park. Usually at 6 o'clock on that first Wednesday of each month. But our annual meeting in January is going to be January 31st.
Okay.
The last Saturday of the month.
Okay. Now, is that going to be out at the refuge?
Yes, that will be at the refuge in the nature store.
Yeah.
And it will be a potluck. It's a good time to join the membership if you'd like.
Meet some of your fellow
correct
nature enthusiasts.
Yeah. And if you want to bring out a dish to enhance our potluck, that's fine too.
Absolutely.
But mostly just come out and say hi and see what we do.
Absolutely.
And we usually have a little presentation. I don't think it's been decided on yet, but we usually have a speaker come in about some aspect of nature.
Gotcha. Well, that's the beauty of the refuge is with a lot of it, of course, Dragonfly Festival and Cranes and Mary's events, you have a lot of experts that like to come in and talk about whatever it is. Could be dragonflies, could be cranes, could be plant life, could be Native American hunting grounds. It could be all the above.
That's right.
Yeah. Bats.
We even had somebody come in and talk about caves.
Yeah.
Caves and karsts, I guess that's called something. But there are a number of caves related to the sinkholes that we have. But there are some caves out there too.
Anytime water's moving, it's got to move some way. So that's how it does.
And water is really destructive when you think. Look at the Grand Canyon.
It's the most powerful thing on earth.
That's right.
It literally moves mountains.
literally splits them open. And
water is, that's. It is the life, and it is the mover, and sometimes the destructor of life.
That's right. It's just a prime thing in this world. So we need it, and yet it's good and bad.
Well, that's why they always say, "What's the whiskey's for drinking and water's for fighting." That's why. That's part of the reason why. But if you're interested in being a part of it, always looking for more friends. Like you said, you can come to that annual meeting. Go to friendsofbitterlake.org. You can kind of check out the website and read.
Right.
If you'd like to make a donation, you can do that through there. Maybe if you with the holidays are here and things. By the way, speaking of the holidays, if you're looking for unique gifts, make a trip out to
go see the nature store.
The nature store.
Yeah.
What's the hours of that for if folks are just going to come out during the week to see it?
8 to 5.
And that's a Monday through Friday kind of thing?
Monday through Friday.
So they can come on by and shop and get, of course, you can get T-shirts and hats and all that, but if you got a reader on your list, they got great books, kids' games that are fun and some educational, but all fun in ways they do it. They got all kinds of great gifts and ideas.
And they are open on Saturdays right now.
Okay.
So, it will be, oh, wait a minute, what do we have coming up here? Yeah, this Saturday they'll be open.
It'll be the Saturday before Christmas.
Yep. Yeah, on the 20th, the 27th. Yeah, they'll be open on the 27th also.
Great. So if you got a nature lover, they got some great things that you'll have. Everything from big gifts to stocking stuffers and everything in between. So
right.
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, if you're looking for last minute stocking stuffers, you could probably find some great knickknacks and stuff out there that'd be unique and fun and cool things that people enjoy. So make a trip out there. You probably find some stuff. So matter of fact, I should tell Sean. Because he's talking about he's going to get stocking stuffers for the kids. I was like, oh, I bet go out to the. Plus, with his daughter and his son, they're very curious people, and so I think they'd probably find some great gifts out there.
There you go.
So, but yeah, that's a great idea. I was just thinking, man, I'm giving myself a good idea.
Yeah.
Go out to the thrift store go out to the nature store and do a little shopping here for Christmas.
Yep. And all that money goes back into the refuge.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a win-win because all of that goes back to the store, back to the the projects, to the Dragonfly Festival to pay for all the things that happen. When a new bird blind's needed or something like that, or a trail needs to be fixed up, that's that money that takes to do that. That's where when you go buy stuff in that store, that's where, and your membership is a friend.
Every spring we put out new plants for the butterflies, the milkweed plants.
Yeah.
and the money from the nature store
Covers for those
plants. So,
and then you hope to release them there. Dragonfly Festival, usually some.
That's right.
Each year,
we get 100 or 200 butterflies each year. We'll probably get the full amount this year.
And they're basically their whole trying to catch up with the herd to move the herd to the next leg of the stop or the journey here.
That's
basically, that's kind of what That's the unique thing about butterflies and those monarchs. They are a migratory animal that, and to be honest, one butterfly's life might be just that month span to get them from point A to point B, and that's it.
That's right.
That's what they're on Earth to do.
It's incredible what those butterflies pass on genetically. Okay, you're this group. Yeah. It's this time of year. You go that way.
You think that's God's internet, the way I see it.
There you go. There you go.
It's amazing with how other animals communicate or how things.
Of course, they've been doing that for a couple of million years. Maybe.
Well, that's why they don't have the outages that we have with our internet. Theirs is
you go.
Theirs is pretty reliable. Ours,
it
can
be
be
solid,
shoddy at best sometimes.
Well, I don't know about that though. We've had cranes that have gotten a little off track.
Yeah. Of course, they may have gotten into the wrong patch of berries or something.
That could be too. Yeah. You don't know what they're eating up there in Siberia.
They might have picked up something different. This tastes funny, but man, it's good.
Yeah. I like this
they're hallucinating.
Who's that? I'm going to go with them. Yeah.
Should have taken a left at Albuquerque. It'd be Bugs Bunny and it up there.
There you go.
Yeah. But all kidding aside, if you would like to be a part, we're always looking for more folks to join us, please. And by the way, with the Christmas holiday next week and everything else, if you got family in town, and it seems like the weather's going to be in the 70s again next week, make a trip out there. If you're looking to get out a little bit, walking around out at the Bitter Lake is a great way to enjoy nature and get some exercise and maybe spend some time with family that's not cooped up in a room or anything like that.
Now, obviously, the nature store will be closed Christmas.
Yes, Christmas Day.
And I think they're going to close a little early Christmas Eve.
Okay.
So,
But as far as the actual grounds itself, you can walk around during daylight hours. Yeah, during daylight hours.
365.
But, restrooms and things like that might be a little sparse on Christmas Day and things like that.
Well, and I don't know if they've opened it again. They did have a permanent restroom down in the southwest corner.
Okay.
As you're driving that trail, there's a little building there.
Okay.
And they did close it for a while because it got flooded.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if it's been cleaned up or not.
Okay.
So,
well,
but keep that in mind. There may be there, maybe not.
May not be, but
plan ahead.
Exactly. Plan accordingly on that. But so just another, if you're looking for an idea to get folks out the house during the holidays here, Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge is a great place to enjoy some nature.
And this is a good time. Weather like we're having now, it's a good time to go out there.
Yeah, normal Christmas may not be the best idea, but with being in the 70s this week, it's probably a fine time to go walking around out there.
And the earlier you can get there, the more likely you are to see wildlife.
Yeah. They generally start of the day and end of the day kind of people out there. They're the ones out and about during that time.
They get out early so that they can find food.
Yep.
And then they go back to stay out of the heat of the day or the weather for.
Although
that
they
day.
might be sunning on the porch this week. This week.
Who knows? They might.
Nice too. They have to hunker down
because of the temperatures. Because it's still warm. If you're going to walk around, be aware that there may possibly be some snakes still out.
We have confused snakes. Confused snakes that don't know to hibernate yet. So.
Well, they go by the weather.
Right. Yeah, they don't have the clock.
If the warm temperatures are up, they're going to go out and get something to eat.
Let's get them calendars for Christmas.
There you go. Yeah. Bring some calendars down for the snakes.
Hey, you should be sleeping. Yeah. Absolutely. But Don, as always, we appreciate the visit. Friendsofbitterlake.org. Please go there and learn more about everything we're talking about here. And we'd love to see you January 31st here for the next Entire Friends meeting.
Yeah.
And of course,
that's an open meeting.
Yeah.
We welcome the public. We would like to have you join.
Yeah.
And we will be doing some meeting type
business
stuff.
elections and all
we
that
got some
kind
business
of,
to take care of. Need elections.
Yeah,
But so if you're not a member, you can't vote. But if you're a member or you want to join right then, that would be fine too.
Absolutely. Come on down and meet the gang and sign up. And
That's
there
right.
you go. Excellent.
More members, the better.
Well, good deal. Well, happy holidays to you and your family. If I don't see you between now and next
too,
week
Mike.
here,
Yeah.
and get some rest. Rest your back.
Oh yeah,
Maybe enjoy some downtime here.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
I get kicked by the dogs, so
They always, the pets always, and you always just let them.
Yep. Yeah.
Pets get
I
away
know.
with murder.
Yeah, they didn't do it on purpose.
No, they didn't understand.
No.
But thank you, Don, and we appreciate you. We'll see you here next time.
And Dexter was a participant, and the Demons, the different set of Demons, loses 36-32 to Cliff on Friday, but then bounces back to be Mountaineer 65-34 on Saturday. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell Talk FM 106.5.
Rio Pecos Medical Associates proudly welcomes Dr. David Fucinari, OBGYN. With advanced training in minimally invasive techniques, Dr. Fucinari is the first in our community to offer robotic surgery for women experiencing heavy or painful periods, pelvic pain, uterine fibroids, and more. Dr. Trevor Miller, Family Practice and Obstetrics, provides prenatal and OB care along with comprehensive primary care for the whole family, including wellness exams, acute visits, chronic disease management, skin procedures, and joint injections. Rio Pecos has expanded care once again by adding pediatrics. We welcome Kim Hansen and Rihanna Shaw, both experienced pediatric nurse practitioners who share our commitment to compassionate, patient-centered care and who have earned the trust of our community over the years. Book your appointment for OBGYN, family practice, or pediatric care online at riopecosmed.com or call 575-622-6322. Rio Pecos Medical Associates, advancing health and wellness for every generation.
Get away and save during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Roswell Hyundai. Now through the end of the year, get 0% APR for 60 months on new Hyundai Tucsons, Tucson Hybrids, Santa Fe's, and Santa Fe Hybrids. But that's not all. Now through the end of the year at Roswell Hyundai, get no payments for 90 days. Don't forget that every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance, so you can buy with confidence. So before you get away, get to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event on now at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
Your fingernails grow faster on your dominant hand. Not sure which is your dominant hand? Just wait. You'll nail it. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. We're closing in on 8 o'clock. Town Hall News up next. We'll be back on the other side of news. Don't go away. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. Happy Christmas, everybody.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Determined to halt the flow of sanctioned oil out of Venezuela, the U.S. Coast Guard continues pursuing another tanker it's said to be trying to skirt sanctions on Venezuelan crude exports. It's unfolding now in international waters in the Caribbean. There is speculation that Ukraine may be responsible for the assassination of a Russian general. He was killed when a bomb planted beneath his car went off. The BBC's Rachel Wright says it's the third killing of a senior Russian military officer in just over a year.
According to Russian media, the general was getting into his car in a residential district in southern Moscow when a bomb exploded. A spokesperson for Russia's investigative committee said the general had died from his injuries. Fanil Savarov was the head of the Armed Forces Operational Training Department. And one theory the committee was looking into was the involvement of Ukrainian intelligence services, who have previously targeted senior Russian army officials with explosive devices placed underneath cars. The general is described by Russian sources as having participated in military campaigns in Ukraine, as well as earlier conflicts in Chechnya, South Ossetia, and Syria.
Ukraine has been rapidly deploying low-cost interceptor drones, countering Russia's escalating aerial attacks on cities as well as the power infrastructure. The man accused of killing 15 people at Sydney's Bondi Beach is alleged to have taken firearms training with his father. A police statement of facts released after Naveed Akram's video court appearance from a hospital in Sydney. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche defending the decision to release just a fraction of the Jeffrey Epstein files at this time. He says more files will be released in the coming weeks and months. On Wall Street this morning, the Dow is up 108 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister is accusing the intergovernmental organization CARICOM of aligning itself with what she's calling Venezuela's narco-government and dictatorship.
Writing on social media, Kamla Persad-Bissessar said her country wanted no part of what she called an alignment between CARICOM and Venezuela's leader, Nicolas Maduro, accusing the bloc of being in a zone of peace fakery. Trinidad and Tobago lies just 11 kilometers away from Venezuela, and last week the island country permitted U.S. military aircraft to use its airports. CARICOM had called for peace in the region in the wake of deadly American attacks on alleged drug smuggling boats in the Caribbean. Ms. Persad-Bissessar said the bloc was trying to get the U.S. military to leave, comments that have been criticized by several other Caribbean islands.
The BBC's Jacob Evans. Passenger bus crash has killed at least 16 people on Indonesia's main island of Java. News and analysis, townhall.com. They are hard to miss, and sadly, the train's driver did not miss them.
7 Asiatic elephants were killed, another injured when a high-speed passenger train collided with a herd in Assam, India. The train's engineer saw the herd of about 100 elephants and used the emergency brakes, but the train still hit them. 5 train coaches and the engine all derailed, but no human casualties were reported. Sadly, trains often hit elephants in Assam, which has one of India's highest concentrations of wild Asiatic elephants. Jason Walker reporting.
A new AP NORC poll finds that Americans are more likely to prioritize health care than they were last year. About 4 in 10 adults named health care or health issues when asked to identify up to 5 issues they want the government to work on in the coming year. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil is said, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
Deuce, 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 deuce,
hour number 2. Hey.
I don't know how to end it.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. I'm just going to fade off like I do in most conversations.
But happy Christmas week, everybody.
Yes. Yeah. So this is Christmas, and look what you've done.
Yep.
Another year older, a new one just begun.
And I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt that I'm going to regret here in about an hour.
Yeah.
So.
It's supposed to warm up quite nicely.
Yeah, but unseasonably warm Christmas week. But
Good news is you are but a mere hour and a half, 2 hour drive away from some of the best sledding in the Southwest.
That's true.
Head on down to White Sands and take your toboggans with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I did that. I mean, it was back when I was in the military, so
yeah.
It was the 90s. So it's been a minute, but yeah, I did that. That was fun.
Now's the best time to do it. Everybody says, oh, go in the summertime because then you can see I sledded in summer. Yeah, but you also died in the desert.
Right. It's also like 800 degrees out there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and the sands are white, so it like feels 800 degrees hotter out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's reflect this onto all of you.
I'm blind.
And make you snow blind.
Yeah. That's why you can nude sunbathe out there, because you can't always see anyway if you do it in the middle of the day.
That's one of the few things that I remember from Survivor Man.
Yeah.
Was making your own snow blindness goggles.
Yeah.
So that they were like, he like basically put like a pinhole in a cup and he was looking through
I
that.
think it's like is it Inuit that uses that?
Yeah.
That technology, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's how Inuits...
to avoid going snowblind. Because, when that sun reflects off that white, it's like a mirror.
And I feel like, don't they use some kind of like whale blubber or something as like a sunscreen or something like for
probably
like
they use it for everything.
Protect from their face from
you know it just smells fantastic up there. Luckily everything does smell better in the cold.
Hey, they're just like, I wish I could see a tree.
I remember, so when I was a kid, and it's a kid's book, so really it's the only time you should read it. I read a book called Dog Song, and in it was this one of the, he was like the Miyagi character of the book.
Okay.
His name was Ugruk, and his whole thing was his favorite thing to eat was fish eyeballs. That seems like the worst thing in the world. Like I've heard they're all hard and like.
You never know, man.
Crunchy.
You know, it's what you're used to, what you know.
Inuit life, man, that does not sound like a fun life to have. That's why I always like marvel at the people who did like the Arctic documentaries in like the 1910s and 20s.
Yeah.
It's like y'all were up there when there was nothing.
Yeah. Well, and there's a really good thing I saw on Hulu about Antarctica, one of those trips, and how the boat got basically iced in, and they ended up perishing. But they lived for like a year.
Oh wow!
In the Antarctic, away from the boat, before they ended up, completely isolated from supplies and just disappeared. But
just 4 miles from a Starbucks.
But they found it. Yeah, right. Yeah, right on the side was a Club Med. But yeah, it was pretty interesting, and I would not want to live that life. It was, first off, there's a reason I never joined the Navy. And I'm like, I'm not living in a boat for 6 months. Just not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Not my thing, man. I'm not. I remember as a teenager touring. I got to tour like the submarines. I got to tour an aircraft carrier, and I was like, this is cool. But there is no way I'm living in this thing for 6 months. I was like,
it's too compact. I would be way too claustrophobic. Not to mention, I mean,
well, the hot cot thing, I was out. As soon as I learned about a hot cot, and I said, I'm out. I did the dealer. Nope, I'm out. Air Force, you get your own bed. Yeah, I'll take that one.
I'll join. I'll go with option B. But think about it. You know, you have your own bed now. That means you don't get the opportunity to, like, you know, give the guy who's filling your bed right now a couple of sack taps and say, "Get up, it's my turn." You know, I'm just saying.
That's just one of those things in life I'll just have to miss. Oh, and by the way, you live on a submarine, and it's literally like, what, 7 feet tall, and it literally looks like a chest of drawers, man. Like they've got it like 4 or 5 high of sleeping area. I was like, I'm not claustrophobic,
right?
But that don't seem right to me.
I think if I was going to be on a submarine, I would have to be the cook. I would have to be in the kitchen, because I've seen from the like videos that I've seen shot in submarines.
Yeah.
That seems like the most spacious area.
Yeah.
Of like, as far as like workspaces go. So I feel like I would have to be in the kitchen.
Well, and like I was talking with and they said the lucky ones got to sleep in the torpedo tubes. Like that was like a great place to sleep. And apparently,
check your tubes before you fire aft.
Right? Yeah. Hey.
I have heard that though. People say it's like it's isolated. And of course, then again, that also lends itself to. Do you think that people that work in morgues sleep in the drawers?
I bet they have. I would bet dollars to donuts. And I'm going to also take a stab, dollars to donuts, that people that work at like funeral home stuff spend a night or took a nap in a coffin. I would bet dollars to donuts. Is it closed or not? I don't know. But they took the coffin nap. I guarantee.
One's got to imagine that if you're going to
do
the coffin thing, you have to close the lid.
And I'm pretty sure, because I'm just guessing a mortician has got an odd sense of humor anyway. I bet their therapists are those dead people. They probably have whole conversations, and they spill their guts to those folks there, fix it up.
If you ever get the chance, go back and watch the show 6 Feet Under.
Oh, I remember that show.
That was a weird show, man. My kid's mom loved that show, but it was chock full of, there was humor in it, but boy, was it dark.
Yeah. Well, that was
what was the other one? Pushing Daisies, I think, was the other one that was kind of in the same vein.
Yeah. Well, that was the other one was an HBO, and it was right. I think that was before Sopranos and all that, but it was, you know, HBO was trying to put out edgy dramas, comedy dramas, and that show was kind of skirted comedy and drama. And because I remember, matter of fact, most of the cast was on another show that I believe it was Aaron Sorkin show called Sports Night.
Oh, okay.
Most of the cast of that show were on Sports Night. There's quite a few.
Sports Night was a weird one to like process, because by all intents and purposes, it was a workplace office comedy. Except for it wasn't, because it was Aaron Sorkin, and he had to, you know, Sorkin it up.
Kind of Studio 60 it up.
Same thing with Studio 60, because you're thinking, oh, it's the late night comedy thing. Matthew Perry's involved. There's bound to be some.
But I say all that, I loved West Wing. I love watching that show. Like matter of factly, I just saw Netflix brought back West Wing on there, and I'm like,
did they?
Yeah, I think it's on there.
Oh, just old episodes?
Like, it's not a new one. Yeah, it's just you can now watch it again. And I'm like, I might do that, because it's like, I remember being sick, and like they would have marathons of that show on A&E, and I'd watch it, and I'd just be happy. I don't know why. I'm just Martin Sheen's dreamy. What can I say?
It puts you in your happy place. You like a nice walk and talk.
Yeah, that's true. There's so much walking and talking. It had Rob Lowe. I mean, the earlier ones did. You know, it kind of had a who's who of famous people at one point. You know, and
well, and that was
Matthew Perry was on a few episodes.
That was sort of a Sorkin like standard, is like to have the the walk-ons, like the cameos or whatever.
Yeah,
but playing a character that's completely out of character from what you would expect, like the Matthew Perry. So.
What's her name? Kind of got her career started on there. Mom, and she was what is her name?
Allison Janney.
Yeah, Allison Janney.
To
be honest,
you're absolutely right.
That's where she kind of got big. But if I remember her.
She's very tall.
Famous.
Yeah, I know.
I remember her from her small part in the Private Parts movie. That's the second reference I've made today.
Second hour, second reference.
Yeah, she was.
I think you're itching for a rewatch.
I feel like I am, but yeah, she played the like station manager there in DC 101 there. Matter of fact, according to the story, the legend, she's the one that put Robin and Howard together.
It's sad. I struggle so much with, cognitive, references and like bringing things up or remembering anything from my childhood or, adolescence.
Yeah.
And yet I remember Allison Janney because it's the name that Peter Griffin gave his giraffe on Family Guy.
Yeah. Well, I know, I just couldn't remember, but she's been in a bunch of stuff since then. Even a few movies.
Yeah.
I still like that movie, the Tonya Harding movie. She plays the mom. Allison Janney plays the mom. I,
Tonya, yeah.
Yeah, I like that stupid movie.
I don't know that I ever watched that one.
Oh, it's
through. Is it a biopic or is it?
Yeah, kind of. It's that.
I'm trying to remember. I vaguely remember. I remember,
but it
when
also kind of breaks the third wall a little bit, where they, it's telling the story, but then it cuts back to the mom like narrating, like she's like, "Well, I didn't think this," and then it's kind of that style
from different perspectives.
And what's his name?
Galooly.
Yeah, but his partner is I can't remember the actor's name, but he's in Cobra Kai. He was in
not Billy Zabka.
No, big dude.
Oh,
he was in the Clint Eastwood about the Atlanta Olympic bombings. He was the main
Richard Jewell. You're talking
that
about
actor.
Walter. Oh gosh,
yeah.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah, that actor is like Galooly's right hand dude in that.
Paul Walter Hauser, current Ring of Honor tag team competitor.
Yeah, well, and he plays that redneck character to a hill very perfectly. So, yeah, I love that I, Tonya movie. It's stupid, but I like it.
That's what I'm gonna have to go back and I think check out.
Yeah, it's just one of those that I kind of dig. Just because I lived in the height, I was in the epitome of my pop culturedom was right when all that was going on.
For a whole year, the word "why" just became like a thing. Everybody was just going around screaming, "Why?"
Yeah. Yeah, and at the end of the day, she's only a victim in this, but she still looked out. She came out like not like she came out like a diva. Like at the end of the day, she's nothing but a victim.
Yeah, yeah. She didn't ask for any of this.
But she didn't even go the one. And now, granted, Tonya got the more harsh punishments and all that. But as far as public opinion, Nancy Kerrigan, I think, came out a big loser in that one.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I mean,
she did nothing wrong.
You never see like anybody do like a biopic of Carrie Strug. So I mean, there must be something there if they're putting out like portraying you as a certain way in a biopic.
Yeah,
there's got to be something to it.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest, the Tonya Harding story, I Tonya, kind of talks about the abusive relationship between the mom and the daughter, and hence the reason why she is and all that stuff. But it's an interesting movie.
Mom beat her as a child. No lead pipes.
Yeah, kids, you want a Christmas classic? Watch Mommy Dearest over the holidays.
That'll warm some cockles of your heart.
Oh yeah. I wonder if you can find that movie on.
It's got to be
on
there
like Freevee or something, right? Man, that thing was on every year around Christmas for some reason. I don't know why. It's not a Christmas movie, but it always seems to show up on Christmas all the time. Mommy Dearest. All right, we got to get the hour going here. We're going to play our interview we had with Scouting America on Friday. Carl Shelton and Ethan Parman joined us and had a great conversation about the Conquistador Council and scouting here. So we're going to play that in a bit. But first, your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Mid to upper 70s, and we get sunshine today. High pressure will stay in place for a while. Overnight will be clear with our low in the mid to upper 30s, and then we get low to mid 70s for the afternoon high on Tuesday. Looks like a nice day. We're in pretty good shape all the way through Christmas Day. Sunny on Wednesday and Christmas. Our highs will be in the mid 70s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 39 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 53%. Winds currently out of the west at 3 miles per hour. Sunny today and a high of 77. Winds out of the southeast at around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear. 35 for an overnight low. Winds will be calm. Sunny and 73 for you Tuesday. Southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. 37 for an overnight low. Wednesday, mostly sunny. 74 for Christmas Eve. Winds out of the southeast at around 5 miles per hour. Christmas Day, sunny skies and a high of 77. Day after Christmas, Friday, mostly sunny and 75. Saturday, sunny, partly cloudy, 74. Sunday, a 20% chance of rain, mostly sunny and 61. We'll see. But a warm T-shirt Christmas for us this year. Definitely enjoy that. I like it, not complaining, but it don't feel Christmassy. I'm not going to lie. It just doesn't. All right, 8:20, we're going to take a quick commercial break, then our interview with Scouting America. Don't go away.
It doesn't matter if you've been naughty or nice. Everyone gets our very best price during the year-end sales event at Roswell Ford.
It's the final days to trade up for less during the year-end sales event at Roswell Ford. Last chance for 0, 0, 0. That's 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down payments, and 0 payments till March 2026. Plus, if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, regardless of make, miles, or condition. Worried that your credit is on the naughty list? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings, 0 down, 0 APR, and 0 payments till March 2026. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale. 0 APR is 1667 per thousand financed on 2025 F-150s. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
Jennifer here at Trustmark Roofing and Windows. And did you know that we get a bunch of service calls per year from people who didn't even hire us? That means they originally hired someone else to replace their roof, windows, or gutters. Then later, when a problem popped up, they tried to call their contractor back to help, only to find out that the contractor has ceased to exist. They're gone, done, out of state, out of business. At Trustmark Roofing and Windows, we have serviced southeastern New Mexico for 20 years. As a second-generation contractor, we have serviced our area through many major hail and windstorms. We have customers who are the kids of customers that we've serviced many years ago. We will be here when you need us, period. For roofing, gutters, or windows, visit trustmarkroofing.org or call Trustmark Roofing and Windows 575-755-ROOF. That's 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas, ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
At Carabelli Dental, we believe your smile deserves the very best. From the moment you walk in, our team provides unmatched customer service and a dental experience like no other. Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Usher at Carabelli Dental. Whether it's a routine visit or you need advanced care, we make sure you feel comfortable, cared for, and confident in your smile. Discover the difference at Carabelli Dental, where your comfort and your smile come first.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main, or call 575-622-4455. Happy Honda Days are here. A great new ride and just in time for the best deal of the year. Get 4.99% APR for 60 months on 2025 Honda Pilot EXL, 3.99% for 60 months on 2026 CR-V Sport Hybrid, or 2.99% for 60 months on 2025 Honda Accord Hybrid EXL. Plus, own a 2026 Honda Civic Hybrid Sport Hatchback in as little as 48 months at 4.49%. Happy Honda Days on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Celebrate with us Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The warmth, the memories, the music, the stories, and the legends. The way Christmas is supposed to be. It's an American Christmas, starring Chip Davis, founder and musical director of Mannheim's Steamroller, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Christmas Eve, starting at 4 p.m. through 1 o'clock Christmas Day. on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
Are you a closer who's tired of caps, limited leads, and begging for scraps? Pecos Valley Broadcasting, the dominant radio and live streaming force in Roswell, Artesia, and Carlsbad, is hiring one senior account executive in the Carlsbad-Artesia area who can handle current clients, sell ideas and promotions, and continue to build their list. You'll have the chance to promote ideas that actually move cars, sell furniture, and make people hungry, giving businesses the opportunity to be noticed with uncapped commissions. If you've got at least 2 to 3 years in outside sales or crushing radio, TV, or digital sales in southeastern New Mexico, send your resume now to hireme@pvbcradio.com. Apply today. Pecos Valley Broadcasting is an equal opportunity employer.
The average American spends 2.5 days a year looking for lost items. We aren't sure how long Europeans and Asians look for lost stuff. We lost the list. Here's Mike Winters.
In studio this morning, now officially here. Carl Shelton, of course, CEO here, Scout Executive for the Conquistador Council, and also Ethan Parham, who's part of the Conquistador Council board as well. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry
New Year. Happy
Christmas,
holidays.
indeed. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
We're less than a week out, and I know, of course, I imagine there's a lot of, because I'm sure each of the scout troops and things have little Christmas get-togethers and some. So I imagine there's a lot of shindigs to get to over this time of year between the different scout packs and troops, and of course, the council, dinner, Christmas, what have yous, and all that stuff. So kind of a busy time of year for partying and rubbing elbows.
Yep, it is that season, isn't it? I've lost track of how many things I've been to this
That's right. So much finger food in the last month.
A lot of finger food. Lots of finger food. And I'm losing my shirt on White Elephant gifts.
How'd you do that?
Because I keep having to bring another $25 gift. And are they going up every year?
Yeah.
The last one was like, $35 limit. I'm like, what happened to $10
Yeah, it
gifts?
used to be 10, and now it's like, we'll keep it under 100. What? Don't worry, I'll have no problem doing that.
And I got a whole bunch of stuff that I really don't want. And, I think the next time I'm just regifting stuff.
I think if I do it from now on, I'm going to say dollar store. Like, you can only buy Christmas gifts from a dollar store, and go from there.
I like what we did for my work. We chose any kind of gift.
Okay.
And it was going to the Kids Cancer Center
nice.
in Austin.
Okay.
No, Fort Worth. It's one of the.
So basically, you get to buy toys for kids, and whatever you're into, you can kind of live through it, because like, I've always wanted that G.I. Joe, or I always wanted that Barbie, or whatever it is, and you buy it. It's for the kids, and you play with it for a minute, and then you.
That's basically what half of us did. That's basically what half of us did, and it was worth it.
All right. Like to this day, I still want because I had one when I was a kid, and I really need it. The old school Bionic Man with the.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you're probably. I don't know if you. It was that the one. The one I had. You could actually look through the back of his head and see the eye. Yeah.
Before my time.
Yeah,
before my time.
And a button to make the arm go. The bionic arm.
I think if you have one in mint shape, I think it's worth the money now. But the Steve Austin $1 million man, $6 million man model. Yeah, I want one of those. That and Stretch Armstrong. Which I achieved. My friend and I achieved the what's inside of a Stretch Armstrong. I'm an Eagle Scout. I was a curious lot. I used to, you know how that goes. A lot of Eagle Scouts, they get into things before they become Eagle Scouts. Truth. We speak from experience, but yeah, all joking aside here, really, scouting is kind of doing well right now. We got a lot of great stuff going on. Of course, as we turn to 2026 here, a lot of exciting things for the new year. It's a good time if you're wanting to, if your family's thinking about, investing time and energy into scouting. This is a great time to do it, because there's so many opportunities literally for your entire family right now.
Absolutely. And, one of the things that we're working on is a partnership right now with Boys and Girls Club of Chavis and Lincoln County. And we have a program in scouting. We call it Scout Reach. It allows us to reach out and help in a combination of the rural and urban areas to work with youth and get them involved. And so we're now delivering the Cub Scout programming, and we're about to start the Scouts BSA inside the club program.
Oh, excellent.
They started in November having some of their first pack meetings and doing the activities. And my understanding is that first joining rank, a Bobcat that gets you going, just about all of the students there have completed that. So they're all going to get their Bobcat rank.
It makes them official.
It makes them official.
Really
Absolutely.
Official. Well, and that's great too because obviously so many things that Boys and Girls Club, what they do with youth, there is a lot of common ground there with scouting and everything else. So it's great to see that Boys and Girls Club students can get reinforced in those values through scouting and vice versa. Those scouts get Boys and Girls Club influence reinforced through their Boys and Girls Club activities too. So it's really a win-win there.
And all of us that are serving youth in this community, whether it's 4-H, Scouts, Boys and Girls Club, character counts, we're all in this for the same purpose. We want to help develop and grow great young people to turn into great adults. We're that upstream program is what they call it, so that they may not need as much assistance downstream. And so when we can collaborate with another organization and say, we can help you accomplish your mission and you help us accomplish ours, we all grow better together.
Absolutely. So, by default, if you're in Boys and Girls Club, want to learn more about scouting, or through scouting want to learn more about what, and come on and head down out to the Boys and Girls Club, and they'll be able to, like you said, you can start joining that pack right now here, and give them a few years, and they'll be up in the more, a little older into the scouting level here.
Well, and actually we'll have, Cub Scouts in all of our programs goes through that 10-year-old 5th grade and then 6th grade. Well, they have 6th, 7th, and 8th graders there as well. And so, we're going to kick off a scout troop as well.
Great.
By the end of the year. So they'll be starting their work on their program there and getting their scout and tenderfoot and moving on as they choose.
Eagle Scouts maybe come out of that.
It certainly is a possibility. Absolutely.
And just gee whiz curious, is that because obviously females are now allowed part in scouting, will they have both for that particular? Is that going to be a male? And then, because obviously we do have female packs and troops and things like that. How does that one fall under?
So in this one, we're doing combined units.
Okay.
That's an allowed option for them. And so all the kids work together, and
Excellent.
then even by grade.
So it's all co-ed across the board.
So it is all throughout there, and they are, and then they break out by 2 grade groups, so that they're kind of working on projects that are age appropriate inside of that.
Yeah, you don't hit them with something that's like, well, they're not seeing that till high school. Well, we get that. We'll get that.
Yeah. And then while their activities are all centered around what's happening at the club, it's also something where we'll be offering and extending opportunities for those youth to participate in all our other activities that we'll have, our day camps, the scouts coming up to summer camp, anything we can do to help enrich their overall
program.
scouting experience and make it what they want it to be.
Speaking of that, evolution, and this might be a transition here, but, I could even see to evolve where they could come up with a unique Explorer Post program out of that Boys and Girls Club scouting partnership there.
That's our exploring program. That's the Explorer Club. That's up to 8th grade, and I could certainly see that coming there. That's our career field side, and the clubs just kind of dabble in different careers. But then
I could see it evolving into something perhaps. Where they take a niche interest in something, and next thing you know, they Explorer Post just about that subject rises from the ashes.
We've got our great Explorer Post happening right now.
Yeah.
Our medical post is over at Eastern.
Yeah.
And
the folks that maybe young folks that have an aspirations to join really probably any aspect of the medical field, from nursing to doctors to the techs, this is an opportunity for these explorers to kind of dabble in those and find their niche in the medical field.
Yeah. The volunteers that run that are hospital medical professionals, and they work with the youth to really tailor the program to what the youth are interested. So if you have a group that's saying, we really want to learn more about blood or about x-rays or about what have you, they work inside the hospital to get them the best access they can possibly get at that age range.
Absolutely.
And learn what it is.
And that's a fine time to learn that you don't do blood well or do blood well. Because, a couple weeks into nursing school and you find out, oh, I pass out when I see, that's not the time to learn that.
No, that's
that factoid.
No, that's not the best time.
And to be honest, I learned mine in scouting.
Yeah.
Because I had to do some first aid one time, and my dad, and he got a head wound, and that's when I about fainted because, head wounds, they bleed.
Yeah.
And that's when I saw that one, and I got weak knee, and I was like, I just learned something about me today. I'm about to pass out. And that's I learned. Medical career field, not so much for me. But, and what I love is they get to do, and but this is the great stuff about the Explorer programs is it's okay if this is not your niche, there are other different groups with other different, and we are looking for more opportunities. And this is where adults and other groups, if you're good at welding or something like that, we can start an Explorer post dedicated to that type of thing.
Right, to welding or to the trades in general, where a couple of people professional in that area could come together.
Yeah, the possibilities. I know we've had some dabbling with law enforcement and things, so that's what we're saying. There's more opportunities there. So if someone's listening and they're saying, man, I think, or mechanics, automotive, maybe there's an automotive Explorer post. A group of people want to work on cars and trucks. That'd be a great one, and that's a good way to translate into career opportunities.
Yeah. And that's the best thing. I'll just speak from my experience. That was learning that.
Yeah.
And just growing as I was growing up and then learning all that. And then trying to find, okay, I don't work here. It doesn't work there. But then it's the best opportunity for them to learn it. And
absolutely. And this is what scouting to me is all about. Is it provides that foundation for youth to whatever their paths are. They've got the tools to navigate it. But then the other side of it is there are so many different unique experiences in scouting that in very much involve getting knee deep in mud and dirt and camping, but there's just as much of it sitting behind a keyboard and sitting in a computer doing, that scouting just throws so much at a child to see what they interest in, and not all of it's going to stick. Someone will say, I hate rock climbing. All right, but you know what? They love woodworking, or they love nature, and they love plant identification. They love animals, and they really took to the nature area, or they took to shooting sports. Now they're avid outdoorsmen here, or whatever that is. Scouting shows them these different opportunities here,
and plus the other opportunities of actually going to the jamboree and NOAC and all that.
Yes, exploring other places. Yeah, I'm a little bit a unicorn on this one in scouting, but I got to go to Australia. I got to go. Not every scout gets to do that, but scouting gave me that opportunity that I would have never had that chance as a 14-year-old to go do something like that.
And the way that we make it happen is through everything from those small meetings to those epic adventures like to Australia. But at its core, we are teaching youth at their various age levels decision-making, leadership, applying morals and ethics into decisions that they're making. And the best part is they don't even know it's happening.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate when parents partner with us and use us as the tool to help raise their kids, because that's your decision as a parent, is what are you going to put in your child's life, and we're proud to have a great program to do that.
Well, there's a reason why, before every scout meeting they say the scout oath, they say the scout law and the 12 points, and if you ever listen to those, that's what a scout lives by. That's when it comes to when we see a scout, what can you expect when you meet this individual? The 12 points of the scout law, exemplifying every one of those in their own way, shape, or form, and all of them speak to those, reverent, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful. These are all things that every parent, I think, wants to teach their children. They want all of these things in their children, and scouting, we're not trying to replace parents, but we're a great reinforcement for that. And so, when you teach them these lessons, we help them put it into practice and get a chance for them to see it firsthand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they may not see it at first. It's like me, I didn't see it till actually a few years ago.
I just rubbed off me last week. I was kidding.
No, but it was I just noticed it was probably when I started what I'm doing now, and it was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. It's And to be honest, I didn't see it at the time either. Growing up, I'm just thinking I'm camping and, I'm doing this, I'm going to Australia. But now as an adult, I'm just like, I would have never got to do, this. Wow, I got to do. And oh yeah, I remember that. And I got put in, like, let's face it, every scouting experience is not a success. Sometimes there's failures. Sometimes the camping trip doesn't go well.
And you learn so much.
And that's the beauty of it.
That's the very beautiful part of it.
Yeah.
I had to explain this to somebody. I'm like, you can't learn from success. It's better to learn from failure or a minor mistake. I mean, any kind of mistake or a failure. It's like you learn from and you grow. And I learned that from scouting. And that to me was like, there's the building blocks. There's part of the building blocks, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, and that's the beauty of it is, because it's a humbling experience when they go on the hiking trip and they're like, wait a minute, you didn't bring any moleskins or anything like that? You sure wish you brought some now, don't you?
Brings out the duct tape.
Yeah.
And that's just it. We provide just enough safety buffer around to let you learn. I still remember, you're a scout, you're learning, you're cooking that meal, and you may destroy it, but somebody's going to walk by and make sure you actually cooked that chicken enough that nobody's going home, running to the hospital. They're coming by.
It's going to be crunchy,
you
but
might want to cook that a little bit more. Rare is not a chicken.
No, leave it on there a little bit longer.
Hey, a little dirt on a hot dog ain't hurt nobody.
No, it doesn't.
We create that safety zone.
Absolutely.
To fail in a way that lets you learn and come back.
Well, and
better.
It creates the confidence because when they do have the success later, or when they learn from the mistake, and they next thing you know, they went from that disaster meal to like, oh my goodness, this one turned out pretty all right. That's the victory moment.
To some of the stuff that you could see a scout putting together in a Dutch oven, and you're like, I couldn't bake that in my kitchen with every implement in there. It's just astounding.
I'm not going to lie.
And then when you can recreate it when you're older, it's just amazing.
Exactly.
Oh, you get all the oohs and the ahs.
I'm not trying to make any of my moms or grandmoms mad, but some of the best baked goods I've ever had came out of a Dutch oven at a campfire. I'm just saying,
that's the truth.
People, I'm not trying to besmirch my grandma's cooking, but
there's something magic about camp. Camp just makes it better.
Well, smoke makes it better.
He's not lying on that, Carl. He's really not lying on that.
But this is the cool part of scouting, and I think, and every person gets to make what they want of it here, and obviously in the younger levels, yes, it's really the fundamental stuff, a lot of that. But as they get a little older, the program evolves with them, and they get to quote unquote get into bigger and better things and see a little more things. And then obviously if they want to continue on through the exploring program, then they can really get into and niche to and hone in on exactly what they're wanting to do, or use that as another thing that's like, hey, I'll go check out 30 Explorer posts and find out if I like it and see which one sticks. That's the beauty of scouting, is all of that's there. And the great part is you can do it as a family too, because especially at those first levels, when we're getting into the Tiger and Cub Scout levels, parents are at all levels they're an integral part, but especially that, because a lot of times you're the den leaders, you're the ones that are having the pack meetings at your homes, and you're doing the projects and things. When they get to Boy Scouts, it gets a little more where it shifts from where the parents take a back. I mean, they're always there to put out fires, but the youth start running the program. They start planning, organizing. When they go on a camping trip, it's your patrol leaders and senior patrol leaders, your older youth that are saying, okay, how much money we got food? Who's going to bring the food? How much we got us buying for food? Where are we going? Hey, does everybody have a logistic ride to get there? Does everybody got that? It's the youth that make sure that, not the adults.
That I can say from experience was probably the best thing to learn, was like how to plan everything, how the leadership structures, and you learn the leadership structure from it. And some say, well, I'll never use that later in life. And then kind of like you and I and Carl, like later, it's like, oh,
you use it every day. You just don't realize it.
It's like, it's there.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you're not planning a camping trip lunch. You're planning some kind of CEO retreat or some kind of business retreat or some business thing. It all translates. Or your civic organizations, as you get involved. But that's what scouting brings. And so now's a good time to maybe, while over the holiday break here, sit down with your families and say, hey, maybe in the new year we go to your local scout. There's always, odds are you're living here in anywhere in Chaves County, you're probably a scout troop within a few blocks or a few miles of you, guaranteed.
Absolutely.
And we can absolutely help you find one. Just get online. There is a couple of other programs and events we want to put on people's radar. I know we kind of got philosophical on everybody, but I know we talked a little bit about. You want to talk a little about Lone Scout program? We kind of covered most of that.
Yeah, well, Lone Scout's kind of its own unique thing, and it's really created for scouts for youth who don't regularly get close to that area, and so it's specifically rural, overseas, things like that.
Gotcha.
So, for any of our folks who they're not coming back to town if they don't have to, maybe they're homeschooling, maybe they find themselves moving around a lot. It's a great way to use the scouting program to develop your youth. They can still tie into all the offerings that we have.
Okay.
And we'd love to help anybody do that. And there's still a place for them to have the relationships that scouting can provide, but it just doesn't mean you're going to show up every week to the same type of location and meeting.
Gotcha.
So
the joke started. I was like, well, I guess you're senior patrol leader and patrol leader now.
So there are different ways that we approach the leadership, and there are different ways we do that. But yes, there is that sense of, well, I'm planning for a camp out of one. It's usually a parent or grandparent or somebody else partner to help them go through that, but they can do a lot of that same discovery process and use scouting and reap the benefits of earning the awards and putting those things on their resume for their life sometimes.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I mean, as we all know as Eagle Scouts here that that does, your Eagle Scouts are like Marines. Once a Eagle Scout, always an Eagle Scout. There's no such thing as I was an Eagle Scout, you're an Eagle Scout. But that literally, I know for a fact, I joined the Air Force afterwards. I had one stripe on my arm after basic, solely for the fact that I'm an Eagle Scout. That was the only reason why I got that. I know many other people have experienced. I know even like college and things that was the linchpin that got them in. That kind of thing.
Look at who's in the academy. Being an Eagle Scout is one of the strongest things you can do. You need the grades, but if you've got an Eagle Scout on it, it is really a strong indicator of your possibility of success.
Well, there's
in
three
the
of them
academy.
in the room here. We all know personally firsthand what Eagle means in our own individual lives and things that, and I think that's why three of us are talking as passionately about scouting, because all three of us grew up in the program. All three of us, in some way, shape, or form, owe to where we're at today because of what scouting did for us,
and being second generation of doing it does help with it. And then I don't think Carl knows this, but actually my grandparents worked at Philmont.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
My dad's parents worked at Philmont and did a lot of the stuff over there and did a lot of PAC stuff.
That's a beautiful country up there.
Oh, it is absolutely beautiful up there. And we talk about being Eagle Scouts, but I don't want to diminish somebody's experience if they're in our program for a year, for 4 years. Sometimes you've learned the things in that stage, and you're better for it, and then you pursued something else, and that's okay.
I know a lot of people that just spent a couple years in Scouts, but they still attribute that time in scouting to some of their successes today. That's absolutely. I know. I mean, of course, being in scouting, we had a bunch of friends in scouting, and not all of them were Eagle Scouts. And so you go to meet them later, and they're, matter of fact, one of my best buddies, he was Capitol Police, and matter of fact, during January 6th, he was one of the people that was famous. Him and I grew up in scouting together. I mean, we were friends in the neighborhood, but we were in scouting and everything else too. And much of where he's at today, scouting, though he didn't become an Eagle Scout, but he,
there's a few of my friends that are the same way, but they attribute scouting to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the things you did, the fun you get, and let's face it, like you, kind of what you said earlier, you get to get into trouble a little bit without getting in trouble, and what I mean, you get to test the envelope, you get to get put in situations like, we better do something about this, or things are going to turn bad, and or if we don't prepare, some things will turn, and that's the beauty, is you get put in scenarios that feel real world, but at the end of the day, there's always a safety net nearby. You know what I mean? There just is. There's that thing. They don't know it. They don't realize it, but it's always there.
But testing the boundaries is actually one of the good things. Let's go up to this point. Then you see the leaders going, no, wait. But okay, there you go.
Yeah. And so scouting is very much so. Make this year the year you make come to a meeting. Come to an event. Come to like I know like in schools and stuff. You'll see scouting nights probably here in the spring and in the late winter here. Go to those events. Be a part of that. See what scouting's about. Talk to your friends. You know, maybe you got some of the families that are awesome. See what they, you know, and there's a reason why it's tradition too. Like my brother, he's kind of like me. He was Eagle Scout, World Jamboree. He's now at that age. He's a Scoutmaster now at a troop because his boys are finally in the Boy Scout, you know, old enough to be in the program. And now my brother's a Scoutmaster at a troop in Virginia, and it's like all over again, except for the different perspective. As a kid, we're now seeing it from the adult perspective, and he's talking about places we went camping and how he's, you know, remember that place we went to? I'm going to bring my boys to this camp and all that. He's the same kind of deal, and it's kind of a full circle moment, and that scouting's a great program because just by that alone, it creates those kinds of memories and those kinds of situations.
And you know, if you're somebody who doesn't have kids, we don't want you to tune out and stop listening, or maybe they're grown. We would love to have your involvement. One of the things we'd love to have you look at is we have 130-something different merit badges, and we're looking for people who want to share their experience and their expertise. A merit badge counselor can be anything from somebody who basically verifies that work's done, where the scout may show up and say, hey, I've all done all this, and your job is to look at it and do a little coaching and counseling, maybe on how they wrap that up and verify, to running a class. Say, I'd love to, you know, do something here, whether it's at our office or at a park, a camp, or your shop, and let's partner with you, bringing that passion to light in somebody else's life. And we all have to prepare the next generation for life, and whether it's an entire exploring post like what we talked about in a career field, or whether it's just that passion. And 134 of them. I mean,
it's very broad.
It is.
Like, I mean, I just off the top of your head, stamp collecting is a merit badge. If you collect stamps, you could teach that. There's a radio merit badge, believe it or not. You know, photography, you know, computer stuff. Of course, camping, archery, shooting sports. You know, orienteering. You know. And that's what kind of Carl's like. Some, you know, depending on the merit badge and the requirements. You know, obviously, like wilderness survival, there's certain requirements you got to do, and you got to build a lean-to. So guess what? You're going to have to be out in the woods or something for some of this. But you know, stamp collecting or some of the computer software or some of those merit badges, that literally is something you could do in a
cybersecurity and game design are some of the newest merit badges, but atomic energy, you name it.
Stuff with even like citizenship. If you're a teacher and you teach history or things, there's the citizenship merit, and these are required Eagle merit badges. And so, so if you're interested in teaching that kind of stuff, that this is part of scouting as well too. So you know, environmental science, and you know that's one of the Eagle win. So if you're into the science and things and want to work with youth and science, that marriage badge counselor is a great one to do that.
So we would love to have anybody who'd like to share their passion become a merit badge counselor. You do have to pass a background check. Everybody gets their background check.
Anytime you deal with youth, there's lots of paperwork and a lot of videos.
And, lots of videos. And take your appropriate training. But after that, we'd love to have you inside partnering with us. So.
And the cool moment's going to happen when you have that kid that has the light bulb moment, that has the moment. And as a merit badge counselor, you get that, especially because you get kids and you're teaching your passion, you're teaching what you're into, and you're getting to, you know, experience, and it's just a win-win. I think it's a great way to, if you're not familiar with scouting, a great way to kind of dabble a little bit and see what scouting is.
Yeah, you need no scouting background to be a merit badge counselor. We'll help you figure it all out.
Just the background on which the merit badge of which you're instructing on. So that's another great way. I know that this is not till February here, but we do want to put this on people's radar here.
Do you know how close February February
I know
is.
That's very close.
In my head, Christmas is still a week away, and so I'm like, it's not. It's next year. That's how I'm rationalizing. It's next year, but yeah, and ideally, it's about a month and some change away.
About 6 weeks from now, Saturday before Super Bowl, we'll have our council annual banquet, and we'll have our Eagle Patio dedication.
That's one of the cool things. I really love the Conquistador. This is a cool tradition I've seen since I've come out here, where if you're an Eagle Scout and you earned your Eagle in the Conquistador Council, your name is dedicated on a patio that's at the Scout headquarters, and every year they add the new stone or block containing the new Eagle Scout class and so they'll do the 2025 class here in about 6 weeks on February 7th.
Yeah,
so.
And if you've got, if you're one of our scouts or one of your scouts your Eagle Scouts is in the family, and they're coming into town, come by. Take a picture with the patio. Take a little memory. Sign our guest book. We'd love to have you stop by and see us.
Absolutely, but definitely more than welcome and invited to come to the ceremony. It's a short ceremony. It's about half hour, 40 minutes, and we get the chance to honor the Eagles. And usually every year it's usually half dozen or so, 4 to 6 about every year that we get to honor each year. And it's kind of and I've been honored to kind of MC that event for the last half dozen years or so here. So I've been very honored to do that. It's just a real cool thing, and to me that's the cool part, because I get to see these young men and women, that are Eagle Scouts, and because to me, you see the world and you see things and you're like, man, this is crazy and all that, and you kind of feel hopeless, and then I meet Scouts and I'm like, we're good. There's going to be enough youth to take over the reins when we're sitting here yelling at people to get off our lawn on the porch here in a minute. So, but definitely mark that down for February 7th, and that'll be on at the Conquistador Council.
That'll be the Conquistador, and then that later that afternoon we do have, our annual banquet.
Yeah,
and that's been growing, and the number of people attending. So if you've been tied into our scouting in any place, it is a great time to connect with some old friends, celebrate the wins in our council, recognize some of our great volunteers. So we'd love to have you come join it. It's only $20 for adults, $10 for youth. Come have a fantastic meal and just enjoy one another.
Absolutely, have some good. It's a good chance to catch up and things like that too. And of course, we're running short on time here, but we definitely want to. Another great way to support is through Friends of Scouting financially, donating to Scouting. If you donate to the Conquistador Council, that really helps through programs through all the Scouts throughout the Conquistador Council. Of course, if you have individual troops you want to earmark things to and stuff, that by all means go for it. But if you're kind of like, well, I don't have a troop attached to, just directly through the Conquistador Council will be a great way, and that impacts all Scouts throughout southeast New Mexico here.
Absolutely,
so great way. Probably, but best way to do that is go to the website, maybe.
Just go to our website, nmscouts.org. The donate page is linked right off the front. Who wouldn't do that? And said if you're looking at your end of year giving, or as you're planning your next year giving, as some people really do look ahead. We'd love to be a part of the consideration. The money you give really does have a direct impact in the lives of youth.
Absolutely, yeah. It's really neat where scouting. It's because it's just unique where it's got the big support, the big thing, but when it comes to some of the troop and day-to-day activities, a lot of that's grassroots, and so a lot of times when you make these donations, it helps towards those kinds of things, and so that's the really cool part about it. So a great way maybe you do have Scouts that are parent kids that it's been a few years since they were at Scouts, but you'd like to contribute. Be a friend of Scouting is a great way to do that, and of course. Like you said, you can always donate to individual packs and too.
On the flip side of that, if there's a family that wants to join and money is the barrier to your membership, let us know. We have some money that we've received for scholarships just for that purpose. So we appreciate those who give.
Money should not be a hurdle for
and it should not be the reason you don't join Scouting.
Yep, and trust me. as 3 people in the room that got to really experience scouting to its fullest extent, scouting makes great human beings. At the end of the day, it's such a fun ride for the youth and to go through. But at the end of the day, it churns out great human beings. That's what scouting does. So I'd ask you to look into it. Come in and come to the Eagle dedication February. Come find a pack or a troop near you. If you can't find one, don't hesitate to reach out. If you're a Facebook user, type in Conquistador Council and it should pop right up. Start spelling, you'd be like CON and then a Q. By that time, it should start popping up.
It will pop up.
It's like, I don't know how to spell Conquistador. By the time you get to the Q, you should be good. If you can get to the Q, you'll be all right. Yep. Is there anything we missed, guys? Is there anything we wanted to cover that we just...
we're excited. We're looking forward to 2026 as we launch our next year. And if you'd like to be a part of anything that we're doing, spring, fall, we have great summer camps and things. And so please come visit and check us out.
Absolutely.
Beautiful summer camps. Beautiful summer camps.
Yeah, Wahinipe, that's a treat. You ought to get, hopefully, maybe we'll get an opportunity. And this is the perfect time to start getting into scouts now, and they'll be ready come summertime for their first summer camp here.
Yeah, and unlike some camps, you go with friends, and instead of just showing up and looking around saying, I don't know anybody here, can I stay home tomorrow? So
and while you're at summer camp, you get to meet new friends from out either from other towns or other states.
Absolutely, because you go as a troop and everything, but then you get in your merit badge classes, and there'll be kids from other troops and other parts of the state or the region, and they'll be taking a camp and merit badge or one of the rifle and shotgun merit badge or whatever.
But Democrats and other critics are not
It's really
satisfied,
cool.
accusing the Trump administration of trying to hide information. Greg Clugston, Washington.
You might find it's been less painful to check on your retirement savings in the past 11 months or so.
The average 401k fell more than 15% under Biden after you adjust for inflation. So basically, savers just got absolutely crushed. A lot of that had to do with how dismal the bond market performance was. Under Trump, that has completely reversed, and almost all of those losses have actually been recouped now, which is really, really great news.
The Heritage Foundation's E.J. Antoni speaking with the Salem Radio Network. Northern California is being swamped by torrential rains. One person has died in flood-ravaged Redding, California. Southern California expected to be hit in a few days. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 188 points. The Nasdaq better by 102 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
There's been no word on a motive for a deadly attack at a pub.
In South Africa, 9 people were killed and at least 10 injured early Sunday in a shooting that started at a tavern in Beckersdal, about 28 miles from Johannesburg, and spilled into the street. Local police commissioner Major General Fred Kakana says about a dozen gunmen had 9mm pistols and 1 AK-47 when they got out of cars and started shooting.
2 other people tried to run away. They got into their black Golf that was here. They were shot and killed all day.
Police say a car service driver dropping off a client was also shot and killed. I'm Julie Walker.
Israel's finance minister says the Israeli cabinet has approved 19 new Jewish settlements in the West Bank. The decision part of a broader push by the government to expand settlement activity in the West Bank. News and analysis at townhall.com. It may not be on the scale of the Louvre heist, but an employee at the French presidential residence is accused of pocketing thousands of dollars worth of tableware.
A silver steward who worked at Élysée Palace, the official residence of France's president, is accused of being a palace pilferer, allegedly taking up to $55,000 in silverware and other tableware, according to the Paris prosecutor's office. The head steward at the palace reported the disappearance, and the company that supplied most of the items identified them on online auction websites. Officials say the silver steward in question had inventory records that gave the impression he was planning future thefts, and they found some 100 objects in his personal locker, his vehicle, and home. I'm Donna Warner.
NATO believes that Russia may be working on a weapon that would target Elon Musk's Starlink satellites. Townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The demolition, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Crazy Viernes
of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Christmas Monday.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, the eve of the eve of the eve of Christmas Eve. I think I added one too many E's in there, but who's counting? All I know is today's Monday, Christmas is Thursday.
It's hard to believe with this weather.
And
It just doesn't feel Christmas.
No, 77 our high today. Same for Christmas Day. Our cold day will be Sunday, where it's like 61 with a 20% chance of rain.
Oh, brr.
But that's Sunday, which I'm sure it'll change by, that's like a whole week away. So, you know, that'll forecast will change.
Yeah. Should shift just a little bit. Yeah, usually our cold snap doesn't come until after Christmas anyways. As a matter of fact, I was thinking when we had that real bad cold snap last week or so.
Yeah.
I was like, it's weird. It's not usually this cold at Christmas time. I'm used to it being warm. So now that it's warmed up, I'm like, okay, this feels good. Okay, this is the way it's supposed to be.
Well, and I do remember like Goliath here, because that happened like right after Christmas.
Yeah.
It was during Christmas break.
Yeah,
it was during the break.
The week between Christmas and New Year's.
But like I remember
I was
Christmas
thinking,
happened.
here I am off on Christmas break, and I have cabin fever. I'm stuck at home.
Yeah, because it was like
what a way to spend.
It feels like
break.
the 27th or something is the day that hit.
Yeah.
Because I remember doing the show from the house that Monday. Because Gene made it to the Artesia office.
Mm-hmm.
I was not, and so I remoted in because we took a laptop and all that, and basically Gene and I did a 2-station morning show via the laptop. So I literally was in my PJs, in my pajamas, doing the morning show from my recliner. It's kind of nice.
That was like one day of it.
Yeah, it was only one day.
Jeffrey came to get
and
you.
then Jeffrey and the Breaking Bad mobile blazed through because I didn't have a 4-wheel drive at the time. And his Breaking Bad mobile got us in for Tuesday, and then Wednesday afternoon the plow showed up, and that's when Thursday on I was back to relatively normal.
Yeah. I didn't. I'm trying to remember. I do remember the week between the Christmas and New Year's. I wasn't off, but because
the person who I would work for at the time, he had a big vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to go in and keep the stations basically going.
Yeah.
And he gave the rest of us, the week off. So we were able to just kind of deal with the storm of it all.
Right.
But I mean, that was plenty because we were living just outside of town. Like I remember having to, this is the story I'm going to tell my grandkids because I had to put plastic bags over my shoes to walk up a dirt road to get to Main Street to get to Walmart. And I mean, it was by the time I got to Main Street itself, the bags were useless.
Yeah.
They were just full of snow and water and stuff. But I walked through the snow with bags on my shoes and the darn dirt road just to get the stuff to make spaghetti.
I remember as a kid, man, when we had snow day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I had those green rubber, like almost, they're almost like lineman boots.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
galoshes, yeah.
Yeah, they were very popular at the time. And so I had
a yellow pair of the same ones.
Yeah, mine were that green color, the kind of a, it was
But
great.
I remember that was really the last time a boot strap was a viable thing.
Yeah, but I remember having like 6 pairs of socks on, and then literally one of the layers was the Wonder Bread bag for the Wonder Bread bread bag as an inner layer, but on top of that, and I literally that's what kept me hours out because we were out there. This is back Latchkey Kid day, man. And we'd go up to a snow day as soon as it was daylight enough. And there was decent enough snow, and we were out there at like 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
And I think we came in at lunchtime for like food because usually our parents were off that day too.
Right.
So there was like Campbell's soup or something. And
let it snow.
Right. And then right after that, we're back out there, and we were literally out there 8 hours in the freezing snow, just building snow forts and snowball fights. And as we got older, we had now instant boards in our cul-de-sac for hockey, so we would play a lot of hockey out there and a lot of checks. We didn't just use people's cars anymore. We had banks and boards, and it was great.
Yeah, Oklahoma didn't get real heavy like snow day snow, but the couple that I remember that we got growing up, it was outside the whole time, and it was usually going around just to the different the places that usually were hustling and bustling just to see how dead they were.
Yeah.
Because Medill, everything in Medill is within walking distance.
Yeah.
Like I could get from the Winn-Dixie on one end of town to the Walmart on the other. I could make that trek.
I distinctly remember as a kid too, one where we got enough snow where they went and like canceled in advance some.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like we got snow, and then school was already closed for tomorrow. But the snowplow showed up that night in our cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I didn't have school and everything. So my parents let me, and it was like 8, 9 o'clock at night. I'm outside playing in the snow.
Right.
Because I was literally, and it's like, ooh, now I got a snowbank. And I remember playing with some airplane and pretending it was like some kind of Andy's Mountain Crash or something. I don't
Of
remember
course
what.
they let you play in the snow. That was more them time.
Yeah, right. Well, I think by that time they wanted more of them away from them.
Yeah,
time. But they want to get rid of us,
in
but
their
they want to get
separate
rid of each
rooms.
other too.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah.
But yeah, no, that's the way it should be. Today it's a little different. My kids, they'll get maybe like 10 minutes of snow time before they're like, it's cold, my fingers hurt, my nose hurts. I don't want to listen to
COVID ruined it for snow days
It
now.
sort of
We
did.
have remote learning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, now
There's
that
not snow days.
now that we set up a system, put that in place. Although it is one of those that you have to know in advance because you have to hand out the Chromebooks and kind of plan ahead. The planning ahead thing is where is one of those things where it's a crapshoot. You could be absolutely right and the visionary that everybody hoped you'd be, or completely wrong and look like a doofus.
Yeah.
Our school doesn't hand out the Chromebooks to go home.
They don't do the
No, we sent home
like packets?
remote packets.
Okay, yeah, because I
And
remember
I've already sent mine for days that we have that.
Matter of fact, I think that my kid's teacher gave us a stack of stuff to have, for bad weather days.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But
remote packets. It just sounds like something. Sounds like something like if I'm going to Mars.
To me it sounds
Don't
like
forget to pack your remote packets.
It sounds like an MRE.
Because you got to grow potatoes. So we forgot last hour to try these here Reese cups.
Mm-hmm.
And I found them at the store over the weekend.
Those have been around for a while. I
just never seen them or tried them. And
well,
the first time I just
to
stumbled,
me,
I was like, oh my goodness.
It was more of like, well, I've had a peanut butter Oreo before. That didn't really strike me as that unique. But somebody pointed out to me, Reese's peanut butter is a very unique peanut butter.
It's secret recipe peanut butter.
It's a sort of a kind of a grainy texture, almost like sand, but like you still want it, like you love it. You know, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like kinetic sand that tastes amazing.
There you go. I like it. I wonder if it tastes good on other things, though.
Well, I think we're about to find out.
I mean, like
well,
if you took
can
Reese's
buy
peanut butter, whatever you call that, like in a jar.
In a jar. You can buy it at the store. It's not the same.
It's not. Okay.
It is not the same.
It's like if you're making a PB&J.
Right. I bought Reese's peanut butter. It's not the same. Now, if you've got the patience to peel Reese's cups, you can have enough peanut butter to make a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, who's got that kind of time?
Well, you know, there's been a lot of layoffs lately. People have open schedules.
Who's got that kind of desire? Maybe that's the better question.
Right
All
here.
Right. So, Jocelyn, you want in on this? So, I got 4 cups.
Yeah.
You want a cup, Kim?
I'm going to pass.
I was thinking you were
watch
gonna.
Oh, but see, now we're going to have leftovers.
But I got 4 cups here, so let me get the cups. Now, these are, in case we missed the explanation earlier, it is really a fusion of Oreo and Reese's in a cup form. And the top is Oreo, and the bottom is Reese's cup, is what it appears.
Looks like Oreo cream on top, but I'm guessing it's maybe like a white chocolate.
Man, this thing don't want to
Mike's
slide
trying
out.
for the slide out. I don't think he's going to.
It's not sliding.
Going to achieve it.
It's not
like
sliding,
hooked.
so we're just gonna.
There we go.
We're just gonna rip.
Riveting radio.
There we go. I'm going to procure a cup.
All right.
And I will pass.
It's like a sushi tray. Oh, and by the way, in case you've haven't heard the promo, starting Christmas Eve and going into Christmas Day, we're going to be having a bit of programming change here on KEND.
Whoa! Like I was catching the Oreo from a distance, but when you get nose close, it's heavy Reese's.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that permeates. But what I was saying is we're going to be playing Christmas music Christmas Eve into Christmas Day here on KEND. So
Yes,
something
we
to
will.
enjoy.
So you don't have to hear me flap my.
Now, they say there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's, but I've found there's several wrong ways that make me very angry to watch other people do.
Well, I think in the spirit of this one, I want to take a bite.
Yeah, I'm going to do the cross section for sure.
So you get all of the Oreo and Reese's combo.
Now, it's not a perfectly even split, but all right, let's give it a go. Okay.
Don't taste the Oreo. Really.
I do, very much. Turn her mic on. Well, I can see it.
I can taste the cream.
It's right there. There's cookie right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Cream
getting
up
the
here,
cookie.
peanut butter, and then chocolate. So it's like they did this.
It's the
It
Reese's.
Works. It's
Oh,
good.
It works so good.
the Oreo. Yeah, it's tasty.
That's
Here,
really
wanna try?
good.
You want a bite?
I'm good.
Because
it's too
slight
early for candy.
That slight saltiness of the peanut butter balances out all the sweetness.
Oh, yeah, it's tasty. You know what I want?
Milk?
I want a little more milk chocolate. Like I'm missing the milk. I mean, the cream and the Oreo is overpowering the chocolate. The peanut butter is overpowering
Trying to
both.
figure out which is winning. Because what I'm not getting really is Oreo cream. Because Oreo cream tends to kind of be just kind of a.
See,
inert
to me,
flavor.
all I'm getting is the consistency of Oreo cream because of the, like when you bite into Oreo, you get that.
But the main push flavor is the peanut butter, for sure. That is the heaviest hand. I would say followed by the chocolate. In mine, the chocolate, the Oreo, then the chocolate, then the cream.
The cream, you don't get the taste, you get the texture.
You get the texture of the cream for sure.
You get the Oreo texture, but a more Reese's flavor.
There is a cookie. It's an Oreo cookie.
Yeah, there is
and
an Oreo.
it has the Reese's peanut butter in it.
Yeah. Now,
And that tastes like more Oreo.
see, I'd be curious
Yeah.
to take it apart and see if it's actually Reese's peanut butter. Again, because Reese's tends to kind of, play games. And
Looking at the other cup, maybe check that other one.
Yeah.
When I bit into it, it looks like Reese's peanut butter in there. Like when you, I'm good. I don't need to eat the second
cross
cup.
section.
I have a question for you, Sean.
Yeah.
You mentioned that there's a wrong way to eat this. Explain.
What's the right way?
What's the wrong way that ticks you off?
Well, I've seen a lot of people take the paper halfway off and eat it like that. That just and I know they're trying to keep their fingers clean or whatever. I've seen people full blown put the whole thing in. That's a little gluttonous to me. If you put the whole cup in your mouth.
That's a lot.
Unless we're talking about like a mini, I would say those are a couple of the wrong ways.
Okay.
So let me, I don't have a knife. Let me just crack it open here. Try to get a cross section. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like just Reese's.
Yeah, to me it looks like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, with it's honestly
cookie in the middle.
bits in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was just bits of cookie or if it was like an actual like thin wafer in there or something. Wafer
Maybe
thin.
like a thin, like the top of an Oreo cookie.
Yeah, almost like if you ever had the Oreo Thins, like that cookie in there, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what it is, it's ground up. Like if you have cookies and cream.
So it's I gotcha. It's tasty. I mean, it's as far as the various versions of Reese's that have been out over the years here, that's probably one of the better ones that aren't the OG Reese's.
Of the Reese's, yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious to see what the flip is, like we said with the peanut butter.
Oh, I'll have to bring those in tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll bring one in.
Which one?
The Oreo cookie with the Reese's peanut butter in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring that one and we'll do a comparison. Tomorrow because that one's pretty good, but it tastes more like an Oreo cookie.
See, these are two flavors that could marry a lot better. Like when they did the whole cherry Coke thing, I was like, "What are y'all doing? Those don't mix."
You know what I feel like that Oreo is going to taste like? A chocolatey version of a Nutter Butter, or the peanut one. The peanut. Is that called a Nutter Butter? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a chocolatey version of that. Like whatever that peanut butter cream is they use in that is probably going to be closer to the Oreo.
But do you remember they used to do the Kit Kats? They were doing those different flavors. It was like mint,
like cookie, there was like a coffee one.
So
yeah,
every province in Japan. This was a tourist thing like a decade ago. Every province in Japan has their own specific flavor of Kit Kat that you can only get in that province. It was to encourage travel, even folks who are Japanese, to travel between provinces. And so they made everything from like wasabi to like Fuji apple. There's like a mango, a pear.
I remember you could get the wasabi one for a minute up at Asian Market.
Yeah,
that's a bridge too far for me. I'm not a wasabi fan.
Well, I think if I remember correctly, we had it. We tried it here on the air, and it really didn't taste like wasabi.
I'm not a wasabi guy. I do not like wasabi.
That's understandable.
I think my favorite one is the mint one. The mint Kit Kat was the best.
I'm not gonna lie. I know it probably didn't taste different, but I keep seeing the Santa Claus one, and I want to try it.
The peppermint one?
Is it? I thought it was just a regular one. Is it peppermint? Okay, I thought it was just a regular Kit Kat with like Santa's head or something.
I think it's got like that. Yeah, I think it's got peppermint in it.
Okay.
I believe.
That might be good.
I did see. I saw those at the counter.
That might be like a crunchy York peppermint patty kind of situation.
Like an Andes.
Yeah, like an Andes. Okay, don't get
Oh, okay. I did figure out there is a limit to Andes candies because I bought a pack of them, one row. You eat one row of them, you're like, I don't think I ever want one of these ever again in my life.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I waited about a day or so, and then I wanted them again, but I thought I ruined it for myself there for a quick minute.
Kim's Junior Mints, Andes candy. She likes all those. That's her.
Yeah, I like Junior Mints.
Yeah, that's her.
It's a movie
at the holidays.
go-to.
That's when I usually get her. And Dots. That's the one.
Those
aren't.
I love Dots. Dots don't love
Dots.
me.
What's the little fake M&Ms?
Sixlets.
Sixlets. That's the one it is. I can't remember if that's
I
it.
can't find those.
They're hard. You can find them usually around Easter time. They were my sister's favorite.
They're the Brock's M&Ms.
I like
This is all really what they are. At the end of the day.
Well, it's that kind of chocolate that they use, and I get it. That's
the crunchy chocolate.
Yeah.
I've tasted stuff before. I'm like, that tastes like Sixlets. Like it doesn't taste like a regular like M&M.
Well, the shell has a different taste on a Sixlet. It's like a chalkier taste to it or something. It's like it's not the same candied shell. It's a little something different about it. But anyway, I think our guest is here. I think I heard Amy.
Some rumblings.
Yes. Amy McVeigh-Tejas with the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico will join us here in just a few. Give us our updates for the holiday.
I'll set this out for the elf.
By elf, he means him. He's going to eat it.
It's totally going to be.
And I thank you for doing it because I should not. So I ate the one. That was my quota. But before we do that, let's get you up to date on the weather.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Mid to upper 70s, and we get sunshine today. High pressure will stay in place for a while. Overnight will be clear with our low in the mid to upper 30s, and then we get low to mid 70s for the afternoon high on Tuesday. It looks like a nice day. We're in pretty good shape all the way through Christmas Day. Sunny on Wednesday and Christmas. Our highs will be in the mid 70s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 46 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 42%. Winds are calm at the moment. The weather's just going to be warm all week. It's just unseasonably not Christmas-like weather all week long. Sunny and 77 today. Southeast winds at 5 miles per hour. Tonight, skies will be clear. 35 for an overnight. At least the nights will be relatively cool. You can pretend it's Christmas then. Winds will be calm. Sunny for you Tuesday, 73 for a high. Southeast winds at 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, 37 for an overnight. Low, calm winds. Christmas Eve, mostly sunny and 74. Southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Christmas Day, mostly sunny and 77. Your Friday after Christmas, we're looking at sunny skies with a high of 75. Saturday, sunny skies and a high of 74. And then Sunday, a 20% chance of showers, but mostly sunny and 61. So unseasonably warm. Enjoy it while we have it. All right, it is 9:25. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then Amy McVeigh-Tejas with the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico will join us on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Artesia General Hospital presents ways to keep your home healthy this winter. Picture it, your home on a cool evening. The heater's humming, the family's cozy, and everyone is staying healthy because you planned ahead. Start with flu shots for the whole family and remind the little ones, washing hands is a superpower. Next, balance those holiday meals. Add roasted veggies, swap sugary drinks for water, and enjoy rich foods in smaller portions. And while you enjoy that warm indoor air, remember, your skin needs care too. Moisturize daily, run a humidifier, and drink plenty of water. A healthy home makes for a joyful season. These healthy living reminders are brought to you by Artesia General Hospital, ready to help take care of you and your family.
This is Dr. Sarah Usher at Carabelli Dental, and we want you to know that we stay on the cutting edge with the latest technology and treatment options, because your smile deserves the very best. Our highly trained team is proud to offer sedation dentistry for every dental need, giving you a comfortable and stress-free experience every time. Discover advanced and modern dentistry personalized just for you, only here at Carabelli Dental.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main, or call 575-622-4455. Get a built-in look with a Whirlpool flush mount dishwasher that installs flush with the surrounding cabinets at Bush Appliance in Roswell. A third rack provides space for silverware and hard-to-fit utensils. Plus, this dishwasher meets ADA standards for acceptable design. Shop Whirlpool dishwashers today at Bush Appliance in Roswell. Who you gonna call? Bush Appliance. Stop by 111 West Country Club Road in Roswell or call 575-622-6390.
It's Mornings with Mike Winters. He's portly, short, balding, short-sighted, and long-winded. Sorry, ladies, he's taken. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 27 minutes after 9 o'clock. And joining us in the studio this morning, Amy McVeigh-Tejas with the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's so you all ready for Christmas?
We're working on it.
I'll say there's not much time left if you're not, but well, I know
just
you're
those little things.
Well, that's just it. You're always probably right up to Christmas morning doing little things.
Just little things.
Yeah.
And we're the Historical Society is Santa-ing today. So there you go. Thank you, Robin. Robin's headed over, and we're going to bless some great people that have done great things for us. And you know us. That's what we're all about.
Absolutely. And that's kind of really what's been going on really the last month here with the, I mean, it's always going on, but you know, especially with the, like with the scholarships, with work, youth, and getting and the holidays always bring back people because they come back to visit family, and so we've had a lot of traffic in town of like past scholarship, you know, people that have impacted our lives. You know, but now have kind of gone on to big things. They come to visit family, and they come in to visit and say hi, and so we got a lot of that going on.
Last week was an amazing week. We had hundreds, when I literally say we really did. So you challenge all cadets who were at have received a great tour. We had Assurance Home there. We've just been doing a lot of great things. I do want to give
a lot of porch picture taken on the porch last week.
Yes, yes. So huge shout out to New Mexico Youth Challenge Academy. You know, Mike, they're coming up on next year, their 20th anniversary of New Mexico Youth Challenge Academy. Had awards on Friday and graduation on Saturday. And, you know, these kids may not be from Roswell, but their impact on Roswell was huge. Huge shout out to our grand recipient. Her name was Viviana Trevino. We had 2 secondaries, to say they're secondaries, but just a little bit less, that will be attending NEMI, too, New Mexico Military Institute. So Dominic Salazar. And I had just dynamic individuals doing great things. So what an honor and a privilege to do that. Thank you to Tina Cisneros and Captain Martinez. Mike, we were at the dinner already planning next year. Oh, we can do this and this and this and that. And why didn't we do this? And we need to do that and blah, blah, blah. So
each
a
event
lot
is
of
a planning
things
meeting
going
for the
on.
next one.
Yes, Lily Davidson. I knew I'd come up with that name. She's one of our scholarship. But we gave out 10 scholarships, Words Cannot Express, to the individuals that made it possible. Secret Santa, which I feel confident you're listening because he's one of your esteemed supporters, I guess you should say. We have continued to have the honor to bless our volunteers from gift cards specifically. And so when people listening saying, why does the Historical Society spend money on Christmas and doing all this? Well, because our Secret Santa said, listen, this money will be given to you to bless those people that without their support couldn't be possible. Well, so, Mike, we've given over 50 blessings.
Well, and at the end of the day, the mission statement of the Historical Society, yes, we preserve history.
We do.
That's obviously our tentpole priority, but part of that is we're a service organization.
That's right.
We serve our community because guess what? There's only so much things you can put in boxes and rooms and things, you know what I mean? That's only part of the mission. Once, we gotta foster the next generation, have an interest in it, to support it, to keep it going. And how do we do that? Through education.
That's right.
And that's
education.
So it's very much,
and Mike, I think when we gave our Christmas blessings, Christmas blessing age went from 8 to 90.
Yep.
So that's a pretty good spectrum.
Absolutely.
And when I say Christmas blessings, those are our dedicated volunteers. Like Mike, just for an example, our numbers really, really increased with air races. We got a lot of new volunteers in our family.
Absolutely.
That were really excited for these things too. So I brought a list because we were going to do an end of the year letter, and it'll be coming. I think people don't realize, if you are not a member of the Historical Society and don't read our newsletters, if I didn't write it down, and that's why, Mike, y'all get so frustrated at our board meetings, ladies and gentlemen. There's like 18, 20 pages, and I'm reading like a book. But you know what? If I didn't document all those things that we do, I can't even keep up with it. And you know what? I'm a grandmother, so I have to document all these things.
Well, and it really, and at the end of the day, we deal with donations, we deal with monies from people that really want it to go to the thing, and so
for sure
we want to. We want to show you exactly where your dollars, when you give us money to help the community, by golly, we want to make sure we show you evidence of what we did with it.
That's exactly right. Some special thank yous, Mike. I just wanted to go through because we want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and I was just kind of reflecting on where we are, Mike, and we're in a really, really good place, Mike. Usually by the end of the year, and y'all nicely vote to give me a bonus. I'm praying to God that check will cash. Oh my goodness, and a blessing. Please, Lord God. So, but you know what? We're in a great place. We're in a great place.
Oh, we meant that was in Sizzler Bucks. That those bonus. Just kidding.
Oh yeah. Coupons or whatever. Right. Like Ralph says, the little coupons from Walgreens we used to get out. Here you go, Amy. Merry Christmas.
Hold on to that one. That's an important one.
But some people that have really been significant. We've had some private donors. We respect them, and they can be private. United Way, we obtained a very generous blessing, and that, I think that, to my knowledge, that's our first time we've had the privilege of partnering with United Way, and their impact is so amazing.
Absolutely.
So huge shout out to them.
Appreciate them seeing our mission and saying, that's something we want to support.
Yes. So. Also to New Mexico Grow, that is an honored partnership we've had with the state. What a blessing that we continue, and we just words cannot express. So some fun things. We're already looking forward to 2026. We've booked school tours. So if you're listening and thinking, it is that time. March is right around the corner. March is going to be crazy, Mike, because on behalf of the Historical Society, we will be doing the Robert H. Goddard celebration, Women's History Month, 4th grade school tours.
It's a busy year next year.
It is. There's a lot of fun things going on.
Yeah,
so if you want to be involved with a lot of our partnerships, scholarships, I literally just got a text coming in about scholarships. When are your scholarships? When can we apply? Mike, I've got a lot of calls. So that tells me this is a great class. They're staying on top of things. They're getting motivated. So our scholarship committee will meet after the first of the year, determining our budget and how much money we have allocated just for scholarships. And by the end of January, we'll be promoting our scholarships for high school seniors and college students. So follow us on Facebook, social media. We'll blast that out. And we're really, really excited. Something else, Mike, I don't even think you've seen. The Mind That Bird bronze has arrived, a beautiful statue and a beautiful column. Shout out to Michael for his artistic blessing. That is showcased upstairs in the museum.
Thank you for the family for working with
my
us on all
goodness.
this stuff,
So those are projects we're working on. And give us a call. You can stop by and see the bronze. We're going to work on a little bit more detailed display after the first of the year. So great things to come.
Cool, unique Southeast New Mexico history right there with that.
Well, even the Youth Challenge kids were really, really excited about that. So just a lot of fun things. Our project, huge shout out to John LeMay for the Rural Roswell and South Springs book. It's coming in January. I think we've almost sold all the books that were pre-ordered.
Okay.
So if you want one, give us a call at 622-8333. Or you can even text me at 575-915-4471.
Get on that one quick, because like you said, there's
I literally
not many
think
left.
we've sold the pre-order, and now I need to actually place another order. But what John will be happy to autograph that.
Absolutely.
And we've really got some fun Women's History Months events coming up too. So a lot of fun things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Museum looks beautiful. We're doing tours morning, noon, evening. This is so funny. I love to utilize time. The other day that somebody had a luncheon and they literally did like this. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. We're in a hurry. We wanted to do this. I'm even fine if you want to drive through the driveway. We literally can do a fun walkthrough, just celebrating the holidays. And if you say, Amy, I've been to the museum like a million times. It's so beautiful with these historical artifacts.
It is. It's really cool. And it is a little extra something during the Christmas lights and the holiday blessings that are just everything that's going on. It adds a little layer to it. But you're right. This is a perfect time. And the beauty of, how, just call us or email. And we can and make a reservation basically and say, hey, and then we can bring the family and you get a personalized tour of the whole property there and everything else. And obviously with the holiday here, you got to have a lot of family in town and things. So this is a great opportunity. Maybe here before Christmas or the weekend after Christmas here, if family's still in town. Friday, Saturday, you're saying, hey, maybe we can go spend some time over at the JP White home here.
So as a matter of fact, I know if you're listening, the Fuller family's got a reservation for the day after Christmas. Take Christmas pictures. And, morning work. So something I want to remind people is it's not just that 1 to 4 mentality. For the Fullers, that worked out best for the morning. They've got plans in the afternoon. I said, that's perfect. That's fine. So we'll work along with you. So 622-8333 or 575-915-4471. We've really tried in that perfect time when the sun's going down to do the outside inside, get the stained glass.
The lighting's the perfect.
It's really later in the afternoon, so give us a call, and we can even link in with some amazing pictures. And
I'm trying to think, we had the shortest day of the year already. I think we have. I'm not good at science. Okay, so technically, it'll get a minute longer here, right?
See, every bit counts, every second counts, every minute. But if you're interested in tours, and memberships, are real they're continuing to grow. I should say that. So if you haven't renewed,
this is that perfect time of year to either start one or obviously to renew, because we always renew right here at the end of the year, here at start of the new year. So
we've got some littles. Some littles are wanting to be their own member. They get their own newsletter.
Absolutely.
We've got a little one that's collecting our newsletters.
Well,
I think that's amazing.
It's important when you hit a certain age and you start getting things in the mail with your name on it, not like your parents' name on them. It's like, hey, and now I'm a little old, And so they put things like Master Michael or something on there. But now, you know what I mean? But it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
It's like a big deal to get something in the mail.
Well, and Mike, I don't think we have had a huge delivery from we got a huge blessing. Yeah. And our intern's back, and he's working on a huge project. We literally have tables out throughout the archives. Newspapers from early 1900s, not only from Roswell, Hegerman, John, and it's like a playground. Like Jason's just over there hanging out. I'll see his truck, and it's like, hey, I'm doing my thing.
Just kind of going through, reading the paper.
I took Ralph, and he was like, whoa, I'm coming
as long as they're
back
not taking him to the bathroom with them. That's the rule.
And Mike,
no newspapers going with you to the bathroom.
Because these are big beasts and big huge. That would be classic. That'd be so cool. We've got a lot of fun things, a lot of new things, a lot of new donations.
Absolutely. But yeah, we would love. And by the way, always looking for more volunteers if you want to serve in various capacities.
Yes.
And obviously, always looking for more folks to serve as docents. If you love to give tours and things, it's very easy. We'll train you and all that. It's a lot of fun. Get a great way to meet people and learn some stuff. But if you're more into categorizing and cataloging and data entry, we need all kinds of help in the archive side with John and Elaine and those folks as they get these new things. But also, they're always in the process of still even converting some old stuff to digital. So, you know, there's a lot of different things going on in the preservation of a lot of things. Plus, because we get so many donations, like every once or twice a year when we have the amazing book fairs. You know, a lot of times we get, and so they're throughout the year, they're like, okay, well, we already got 5 copies of these book. Thank you for the donation. We're going to set it aside, and we have our next. And that's when we have those auctions.
That's right.
But, you know, we get rare books, but we get a lot of rare books.
We do.
And
we
so
really do.
People pass on or something, and they don't necessarily have an interest in this, but they know it's of value to someone, so they give it to us, which we're so thankful they do. But that's when we have these opportunities. Like, fortunately, we already have a copy in the library. And now, if the copy we get's nicer than the one we have, we'll swap that bad boy out in a heartbeat. If when we get a donation and that one's way
happens.
Yeah, it does happen. But,
that happens.
So we keep the best one. I'm not going to lie. We're going to have the best shape one. But but we do that from time. But we need volunteers to kind of help do that kind of stuff throughout the year. And then also in other ways and stuff, too. I know we have the amazing garden clubs that come and do stuff. But
we do.
But if you want to offer handy services and things like that, we have many of those opportunities. Fred could put you to work. So,
for sure.
So we do have a lot of great opportunities there.
That's right.
And then, of course, too, just serving it as volunteers when we have, you know, our various events, when we need folks to help. Logistics, you know, setting up tables and you know, manning a station or something like that. We have great needs for those kind of roles too, and those we get a lot of families that work together with us. You know,
we do.
You know, of course, the Ackerman family, they tend to do Stranges. They tend to like bring the whole gang and work together.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. So there's opportunities to do this as a family or an individual, whatever suits your need, and then, of course. If you want to dabble a toe, the best way is just start being with a membership. You know, from an individual or family or corporate or a nonprofit membership. There's various levels, but you can do it, like you said, for as little as $30 a year for an individual. And that includes your monthly newsletter, and your money goes right back into the work that we do to keep the J.P. White home and preserve the history, but also, you know, because the scholarships and stuff are usually monies that people donate earmarked specifically for that. Your memberships really go to the maintenance and upkeep of the facility, the actual preservation and repairs and upkeep of the archive facility and all that.
That's exactly right. So if you want to make an end of the year donation for scholarships, operational, or just make note, specifically request something I didn't mention, Mike, we have a very, very exciting new award program coming in 2026 and private donor memoriam. So we're really excited to celebrate history and what that new award program will look like, and just some fun new endeavors. And I think to say we stay busy around the Historical Society is an understatement.
Absolutely.
And I think that anybody not involved and not getting informed, following us on social media about what all is going on, Many a times I am out and about because of that. And we have people there.
Absolutely.
But we have people. So, and if you have an idea, that's something else. Become a member and say, you know what, Amy, I've had this idea. We love that.
Absolutely.
Submit it. Our board meets monthly. We're hands-on and want to get involved in our impact. We want it to expand. We do. We want to impact more lives with scholarships.
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell you one thing. There's never enough money for scholarships.
No, we can always. Well, and I know, and God bless and love the folks that serve on those committees that that have the tedious task of deciding who's deserving of these. Because quite frankly, every single applicant is deserving of it. They're always, and the big problem is there's just never enough of that money to go around. Awesomely, 9 times out of 10, some last-minute donors come in and we're able to maybe help at least a little bit with some of the ones that we thought truly deserve, but we just, the cutoff's the cutoff kind of thing.
And if you think that has to be a big donation, I'm going to give you an example. We had $2,500 allocated in budget for New Mexico Youth Challenge Academy. We grew to $3,800. So if you say, you know what, even $100, I'm going to tell you right now, one of the girls that got one of our $100 scholarships, I'm telling you, was more excited about that $100. Her impact is great, and she knew exactly what she needed, and it was going to get her exactly what she needed.
And to be honest, depending on some of the circumstances and things, some of these folks, this is the first time someone's investing in them. Like legit.
Mike, you're so right.
You know
Heard that twice on Friday night. Nobody has ever believed in me. To back me.
And so that $100, it's not the number per se.
It's really not.
It's saying, you know what? It's someone said that they're willing to give $100, and $100 is a lot of money. I mean, I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, it is. You better believe it.
You could barely buy dinner with it now, but it's a lot of money.
We had a girl, Mike, that kept holding on to her scholarship certificate. That means something, and she's putting it close to her heart.
Absolutely.
Parents thanked us. So our impact is so, and our family's growing. One thing I need to do, Mike, is Troy Hayes, and shout out to Troy Hayes. Troy Hayes and so many others, even Garcia family that hops on board, FM Nelson, TSI Family Fund. But Mike, Troy and I were saying, I need to do that count, Mike. So every time we give, we're up to 100. And money, I think that there's power in numbers.
A Jerry Lewis telethon scrolling type jobber.
I need to work on that so we can do something. And I need to have, even if it's in my office and we tally and add that, you're exactly right.
Absolutely. Talking, you were mentioning here about, partnering together. And I'm just going to put this right here because I'm thinking about it and talking with you right now is, I think another cool thing, and I'm going to cross promote here because it really is the same mission, is coming up in February, the Roswell Literacy Council, they're going to be doing their annual Knowledge Bowl. I don't know if folks are familiar with it, but they're putting it back kind of in the season it was intended, right around the Super Bowl there. So, but they really are looking for youth teams to sign up this year. They get adults, but they're looking for high school, the history clubs, the sports teams, church groups, whatever. And so I don't know, maybe we as a historical society ought to conjure up some things, and they're giving cash prizes to teams and everything else, and all of it's a fundraising event for the Literacy Council, which means they help people obviously first become literate, but they're helping people with getting citizenship with their GUDs, all free of charge to those folks. So I think because what we do and what they're doing, I think there might be a synergy moment there or something.
That's right.
So.
Well, and if we're not cross-promoting, we're just not working, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's part, our outreach. Last but not least, Port Clare Monastery, Assurance Home, Community Kitchen, Harvest Ministries. They have just beyond represented. They continue to represent as our beacons of hope.
That's why it was an easy choice for them as Heritage Dinner.
Goodness.
Because
words just cannot express our appreciation to them.
At the end of the day, all we're doing is hopefully putting a little bit bigger spotlight on these 4 organizations that continue to they're going to make lemonade regardless if they've got lemonade or lemons, whatever it is, they're going to do it. And that's what they do. And hopefully we're giving them more lemonade instead of lemons right now.
So if you're out and about shopping, doing that last minute shopping, don't forget those organizations. And there's a multitude of others.
Absolutely.
It's not about just handfuls, so many. Do that little blessing too.
And this is really what the Christmas season is about. If we can, I know people will have, I'm not trying to start debates, but, there's big debates about what's sitting on the courthouse lawn and this and that. But at the end of the day, being a Christian means, helping others giving blessings, doing, and that's the real reason. And we can have that fight all day, but as real Christians, this is what you should be doing. You should
and segue into something we haven't talked about, Mike. Thank you. See, we worked prayer at the pole.
Got one more before Christmas. One more before Christmas. So.
We have a couple of people that aren't out of town. We want to encourage anybody to stop by at the pole and be that leader. I cannot be there on Wednesday. Does not mean we'll have individuals there.
The poll is in the public.
You better believe it. Step up and do that. So Wednesdays, unless we notify others, and if I can't be there, it doesn't mean you get out of that vehicle and you represent.
And if you can't
to us, it's
physically
really
be at the poll
time.
there, then join us at 9 a.m. wherever you are.
You better believe it.
That's kind of been an organic grassroots thing. It just kind of spawned up a couple years ago and has kind of continued into a kind of a tradition here of every Wednesday 9 a.m. we meet at the flagpole in front of the Historical Society.
We'll fill up 30, 40.
A moment of prayer. And
if it's chilly or weather's crazy, there may be 3 of us. There may be 30. All Saints often brings a bunch of students in different groups. So I want to challenge people in the new year, Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Bring your group.
Maybe bring a thermos full of hot cocoa.
There you go.
Pass out some cocoa.
Okay, there you go. All right, I'm all in.
Of course, if you have any questions about anything we're talking about regarding the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico, RoswellNMHistory.org is our website. By golly, I know you're way behind the stick, but if you want to do a little last-minute Christmas shopping, we got some great books and things there. And we will still do everything in our power to get it to you. If
we had somebody sneak in right when I was leaving on Friday, open the door, turn the lights on. They got the books. It's wonderful. John autographed them. It worked out perfect.
Peter Hurd prints. Another great thing.
For sure.
Thank you to the White family for
so many books.
allowing us to be kind of purveyors of that.
Gift cards,
Roswell
books,
NM History. Don't forget to, if you just call ahead or shoot an email, historydirector@outlook.com if you want to schedule a visitation to the museum here. I can never remember the number. I'm going to
622-8333. If you have research needs, we're just getting an email this morning. No, they'll be in the archives this afternoon, 622-1176. And email me at historydirector@outlook.com. My cell phone number, in case you have a specific question you need an answer right now, 575-915-4471.
Read more about online about our different levels of being a member. Maybe those make great gifts if you're thinking you got a history buff in your list. I'll give me your membership to the Historical Society.
We have gift bags, tissue. You know me, Michael. It'll be the best looking gift under that tree.
Yeah, Amy don't play when it comes to. I'm telling you.
Hey, that's serious business. We got to represent.
Like, if you ever need a side hustle, I think you should literally go just open up a gift wrapping business.
Oh, Mike, that was my dream job. I was like, oh, yeah, everybody's going to go to that gift under the tree, prettiest tree, prettiest gift under the tree.
Because there's literally so many people like me to be like, just let Amy do it, because I cannot even replicate what she's trying to do.
Hey, that could be a fundraiser. If you want my gift wrapping skills, you call the Historical Society, you make a donation, I will wrap it up.
Scholarship money for the thing, we'll wrap your gifts.
Well, I'm all in. I'm all in. You think
Bring the Scotch tape.
Serious. I know my husband's listening. Hello, Ralph Coco. He knows.
Like,
I'll wrap it up.
He's like, all right, I'm heading back to the the dollar store to pick up some more wrapping paper now.
Oh, yeah, we will do it.
Very good. Well, Amy, if I don't see you between now and Thursday, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and have a blessed holiday season.
Last but not least, shout out to Maddie and her family. You know who you are. We're just sending love. And that angel above's watching over us. So shout out to all of them.
Absolutely. God works the best miracles this time of year.
He does.
Keep praying and hoping.
Yes. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Appreciate
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and don't get Scotch tape elbow or whatever.
Oh yeah, play ball. I'm ready for basketball next week too, Mike. Right. Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, my football team is not worth watching. That's my Christmas gift is two awful teams playing each other on Christmas Day.
But you know what, Ralph
Merry
says?
Christmas.
There's so many sports going on. If one of our teams isn't, then float over to basketball or football or whatever.
This is true, but I'm paying for Netflix to watch the world's crappiest game between the Cowboys and the Commanders. Battle the toilet.
Oh, that's all right. We can hang the toilet bowl. See, there's always soap.
I will watch every minute of it, though, because I'm a masochist.
Because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's right.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you
Merry
very much.
Christmas
You
to
too.
and yours.
Thank you very much.
All right, 9:52. Let's pause for news. Hannity update. Cowboys report. Sorry, my boss puts these on here. You know I'm not a fan. And we'll wrap up the show. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
With your Pecos Valley news updates, I'm Jared Sorello. The recent oil field theft stakeholder collaboration was held, bringing together nearly 50 key stakeholders, including law enforcement, lawmakers, and members of the oil and gas industry. The goal is to discuss oil field theft mitigation in New Mexico. The group says oil field theft is a growing problem in the state and likely costs New Mexicans tens of millions of dollars in tax revenue annually. That money would otherwise go to critical initiatives like education, infrastructure, public safety, health care, and more. There is still some time to register the City of Artesia Winter Splash Camps at the Aquatic Center. These are full-day, week-long camps with water activities, games, and crafts to keep the kids active and engaged during the winter break. You can register now at the Aquatic Center's website or call 575-746-8525 for more details. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello with your Pecos Valley News Update. I'm Jared Sorello. The recent oil field theft stakeholder collaboration was held, bringing together nearly 50 key stakeholders, including law enforcement, lawmakers, and members of the oil and gas industry. The goal is to discuss oil field theft mitigation in New Mexico. The group says oil field theft is a growing problem in the state and likely costs New Mexicans tens of millions of dollars in tax revenue annually. That money would otherwise go to critical initiatives like education, infrastructure, public safety, health care, and more. There is still some time to register the City of Artesia Winter Splash Camps at the Aquatic Center. These are full-day, week-long camps with water activities, games, and crafts to keep the kids active and engaged during the winter break. You can register now at the Aquatic Center's website or call 575-746-8525 for more details. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
With your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales. The defense can't stop Justin Herbert and the Chargers as Dallas loses its final home game of the season, 34-17. Details after this.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
A true Dallas Cowboys fan is there for the journey and the destination. This is the season to make your journey count by flying through McAllen International Airport, the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. Whether you're flying down for McAllen's award-winning fall and holiday festivals, or you're a South Texas fan flying up to cheer the Cowboys on, make your journey as satisfying as your destination at the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. McAllen International Airport, above, beyond, at McAllenAirport.com.
The Cowboys and Chargers went toe-to-toe yesterday, each team scoring on its first three possessions, including Dak touchdown passes to Ryan Flanoy and George Pickens. But the second half was a different story as Dallas was shut out. The game turned in the third quarter when fullback Hunter Lipke was stopped on a 4th-and-1 play, shifting momentum to L.A. as the Chargers scored 20 unanswered points in their 34-17 win over Dallas. Cowboys Pro Bowler Tyler Smith was frustrated post-game by the offense's failure in the second half.
It's been the same story this year. Like you get into these situations where it's 4th and 1 and you need a yard. Those are championship plays that really are. Situational football we got to get better at.
It's a short week as we depart Wednesday for the Christmas Day game at the Washington Commanders Thursday afternoon at noon Central.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. Shares of computer chip makers and related companies are benefiting from the artificial intelligence boom. Semiconductor maker Tokyo Electron jumped 6.3%. Financial companies and exporters saw gains in their stock after the Bank of Japan raised its key policy rate on Friday to its highest level in 3 decades. Instacart is ending an experiment where customers saw different prices for the same product ordered at the same time from the same store. The program was designed to help retailers learn more about what kinds of prices customers were willing to pay for items. NATO intelligence services believe that Russia is developing a weapon to target Elon Musk's Starlink satellites. Intelligence findings say the weapon could release pellets to disable multiple satellites. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason.
At Ocotillo Family Practice, Pediatrics, and OMED Spa, our team is here for you. Nancy Walker, Fallon Moody, and Tialana Watts are family nurse practitioners offering expert care in family practice, pediatrics, women's health, and aesthetics. Nancy also provides advanced hormone therapy for men and women, including hormone pellet implants that help patients feel their best. Plus, meet Brittany Harrell, our skilled nurse injector, offering a full range of aesthetic procedures to help you look and feel confident. Same-day and walk-in patients are always welcome. Visit Ocotillo Family Practice, Pediatrics, and OMED Spa at 607 West Country Club Road in Roswell. Your family, your health, your beauty, all in one place.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The warmth, the memories, the music, the stories, and the legends. It's An American Christmas, starring Chip Davis, founder and musical director of Mannheim's Steamroller, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Christmas Eve, starting at 4 p.m. through 1 o'clock Christmas Day on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5. Your home for Sean Hannity in Roswell. 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.